that's why he got 2 cards. Yeah. You active.
Alright, so I'm still 5 no matter what.
Yeah, he's 10, I'm 20.
He wants to come in at 10, I'm sure, right?
Why don't we just let him come in for 10?
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
That's the way we'll get it right.
Thanks,
And you're
guys.
20. I would just try to be 20.
Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Here's what happened on our previous shows.
Three, two, one.
Here we go.
We're streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to PBKC on our TGIF show. This is Vinnie's table playing some No Limit Hold'em on a beautiful Friday night here in West Palm Beach, Florida, 1111 North Congress Avenue, right across the street from the Palm Beach International Airport. My name is Mike Jameson. Tonight I'm joined by a gentleman you saw yesterday, and you can't see him in the camera right now because he's hiding. There he is. That's Matt Fagan. He was actually one of our dealers on the show yesterday, and tonight he is in the broadcast booth. How are you doing, Matt?
Oh, better than I'm out of that hot seat, I'll tell you that.
How was it to deal on the show? What was it, a different feeling than you usually have?
Right off the bat, a different feeling. The cards, they didn't even feel like cards. I mean, these ones we use here for the show, they're a little thicker and they're a little wider, so I had to like really focus on my pitch. And
Yeah,
normally I'm thinking about, like, you know,
he's talking about
watch
the
game, the
RFID
players.
cards.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm really just staring at the deck. Pitch that one, pitch that one, pitch that one. Because it was really easy for 2 to slide off the top. And I'm like, it's, you know, if you've never dealt with that deck before, yeah, your first couple of downs are going to be slow until you get the feel of it.
Yeah, everybody has said that. Now, the fun thing with you is you've done every aspect of the show. Now, you've commentated.
I know all, see all.
Yes, you've been in the production studio and you've been on the table, so you've done every facet. So you're now more worldly when it comes to the live stream. But thank you for everybody for watching us here tonight on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker and on YouTube. Just search PBKC Poker. We have a fun crew tonight with Vinnie's table playing some No Limit Hold'em. It's going to be a great night. Last Friday night we had a good time. Yesterday we had a good time. We have some real characters on the show, and it should be a fun-filled show tonight. TGIF right here at PBKC, and Matt Fagan will be calling the action.
Ah, there it is. There's the action. Okay, we got Buzz, who I'm unfamiliar with on the show.
You know Buzz?
Well, I said unfamiliar with.
Oh,
on the
you
show.
don't know Buzz? Okay.
Yeah, he's new here. Josh the Mover, does he have to save money for Rose's game like last week? Or
I don't know if he's going to be on there or not.
Or can he just, you know, be a little more aggressive?
He's going to go all out tonight, I can just tell.
All right.
Well, once Rose joins the show, she can tell us for sure if he's going to be playing on her game or not tomorrow.
Yeah, I take it back. I do not know all, see all. Rose knows all, sees all.
Oh, of course.
All right. Battle of Titans, 8 deuce versus 10-3. Oh. And a 7 on the turn. I'll tell you what, that never happens when I have 8 deuce. I mean, it might if I ever played it, but I don't.
Ryan told me he was in, then out, then in, then out.
And ooh, and Josh picks up 2 pair on the river, but he's like, you know what? I ain't biting. Lays the 2 pair down to the straight.
Vinny's explaining right now about how to set up this table, and he's getting calls from guys and not hearing back from them. And you know, he said Ryan was in, out,
Right.
snip, snap, snip, snap. You know, he keeps hearing, you know, he doesn't know who's going to show up. But we got a full table of guys. We're going to go over the names in just a few minutes as we get started with the action here on the live stream at PBKC, table 67. Our dealer right now is
Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie's our dealer. This is the first time she's been on the show. She's doing a great job.
I tell you what, not surprised to not see Ryan here. I gotta tell you, after the week he had last week,
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to sound like a nib, but if it had been me, they might not see me for a month.
Exactly.
He was doing too good. Got hit between the eyes with the deck.
Wow.
All right. And I'm going to ask, it says Steven. I take it different than Steve, who likes the Dallas Cowboys.
No, that's his name tonight is Steven.
Steven. Okay.
Or Steven.
I'm going to go with the first one.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side.
See, one we got Eddie. I don't remember Eddie ever playing on the live show. Paulie is a live show veteran. We all love Paulie.
And Paulie's got himself top pair. But his kicker is weaker than Cool Mauve.
It's
Ooh,
Cool Movie.
Movie.
It's Cool Movie, yes.
Okay.
Mike is his name. Cool Movie is his game.
Okay. Okay, well, Paulie's going to call, and he got bailed out on with that jack on the river to nullify the kickers.
I thought you had it straight.
Oh, he folded. Okay.
Can't see it.
So, no, it's all for Paulie.
Yep.
He will not be getting to the chopper.
Oh, man. How long have we been on the show? Is this like 5 minutes and we already heard the chopper?
Well, no, that was the joke, chopper.
I
I mean, I really
hear-
throw my voice into it.
I feel like this is going to be a great night.
Okay.
I want all of your impressions to come out.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I told this story on the show, but I was in a big hand last time I went playing, and I went all in with absolute air, just nothing. I missed all of the draws. I had like queen high, and the guy's looking at me. He's like trying to get a read on me, and I just went, "Come on, do it, do it! Call me, I'm here. Call me, do it now. Come on."
That's great.
And he looked at me like a lunatic, and he folded it. In my head, I was like, "Thank the frickin' Lord."
And then I hope you
I
left the
didn't even have a
table
pair.
after that. I really hope you left.
No, I played it off like I had a monster.
Of course. Okay, in seat 3, that is, I don't know, will it go Dam or Dom?
Dom.
Seat 4 is Buzz. Seat 5, that's the mover. That's Josh.
Josh the mover, yeah.
One of our originals here. Seat 6, that is Steven. I guess that's his God-given name.
Steven. Yeah.
He's gone by quite a few names on the show, including the guy who likes the Cowboys and Cowboy Steve.
Couple of kings out there. Josh has got himself 2 pair. See if he can get anybody to go away. And Vinny says, "No, sir, not with the top pair." Eddie with a mystery hand. Paulie lays down those 6s. I have to take back what I said about Paulie on
Yeah,
a couple
you
weeks
should.
ago. I said he never met a pocket pair he didn't like, but he didn't like them 6s.
Nope.
All right, 8 to the turn. These can be kind of fun because we don't know what Eddie has. I wonder if anybody told him he has to put his cards in the box.
He'll figure it out.
Right.
Either that or he doesn't want to, one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you don't want to put them in the box. Whatever he's got, he thinks it's worth 500. Really making Josh think about this. He's like, I got 2 pair, but you know, you got a straight out there. He could be up against the set.
Text him, he'll actually bring it up for you.
Bet 200 last round, and it jumps to 5. So. And he
Okay.
says, nope. He's going to shove it.
All in for the mover.
And yeah.
Nice pot, almost 4K.
Vinnie.
Oh, we're over 4K.
Vinnie's like, you're not going to push me off a top pair. And we'll get to see Eddie's mystery hand because he's in as well.
7.
And on the river, we have a 10. Ooh, Vinnie hits the straights.
Wow.
Ooh, and frustration. And Eddie had the ace-5. Yep, a nut flush draw, but he couldn't hit the spade. Defended that king so hard, and I'm trying to remember that song, and it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
Because the jack was what won it for Vinnie there.
Yep.
Sorry, and nothing else matters.
Of course, nothing else matters.
That's the song I was thinking of.
Hey, call Eddie.
It was, I think that was Metallica, or like I like to pronounce them to piss off fans, Metallica.
Yeah, I kind of like Metallica, and yeah, I'm a little angry hearing that. Just
What a nice pot to win at the beginning of the night. Vinnie's off to a hot start here.
And the lovely and talented Steph's going to step out, and the lovelier and more talented Skylar, he's going to step in and do it.
Skylar's in there. He's a Cowboy fan, and he'll actually admit it.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why.
He
but
wisely did not take
the bet again.
the bet this morning. He walked up to me, and because me and a couple of the others were talking about how good we think the Dolphins might be.
Yeah.
And he walks in very confidently and says they'll win 6 games at most. And we're all reaching for money.
Yeah.
It's like, care to. So with no receivers at all, we won 10 games last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? You think we got 5 games worse? 4
Skylar's
games
very
worse?
adamant about his Cowboys.
Right.
To a point where I sometimes think something's wrong with him.
Well,
I'm going to order something from the terrorist.
he's diehard. But yes, he did not take any of our action.
Oh, that's good. What was the bet that he lost on? Refresh my memory.
Okay, so he bet that the Cowboys were going to win 12 games that particular season.
Oh, man.
This is back when they had Tony Romo. I think it was his like 3rd or 4th year
Wow.
in the league. I'm not sure. And I don't know what he would have got if he won, but it was with a really pretty girl. And we were all like, man, we hope you got some great betting odds with this girl, because if he lost, he had to shave his head.
Oh, wow.
And oh yeah, he lost. I think the
Wow.
Cowboys went 7-9 that year.
Man, I don't think he's cut his hair since.
No, probably not.
Yeah, as an Oakland and now Las Vegas Raiders fan, that's one thing I'll never do. People ask me about when we get sports betting, if I'm going to bet on my team, and I'm like, yeah, I'll bet on my team all the time because they're going to lose. That's, so win or lose, I still win. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you bet against them?
Oh, of course, I'm going to bet against them, and if they win,
I
I'm
thought
going to
you
be
meant
so
bet on
shocked.
them.
I'm going to
I'm
be so
like,
happy. Yeah, no, it's going to be crazy if they actually win.
No, I stay away from my team in sports betting.
Yeah, I don't go into any football season with high expectations anymore, because when I have, I've been sorely mistaken.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said, I'll take some props, but individual games, no.
well, it is a really good, fun time to be a Dolphins fan. I have to admit that. I think the Dolphins have more excitement surrounding them since the Marino years.
Yeah, we didn't even have a team. Basically, they put it was a waiver wire team.
Yeah.
And they got coached up to 10 wins. Every major media outlet in the country said we were going to win 2 games and pick first.
Yeah. The Dolphins were like watching the Marlins for about the last 10 years. So
it's been rough. Thank goodness for my half cheesehead heritage.
Yep.
And the Packers kind of broke that for me.
Yeah. Well, they'll be in it every time till the end.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet at the table right now. We're waiting for Josh the Mover to come back.
Yeah, quiet.
Waiting to fill seat 1.
Yeah, 4K pot
Yeah.
with a gut shot straight hitting. No,
That
it's
was-
totally quiet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a great. It was a great way to start the night. I can tell you that. If that's any indication, this will be an exciting night.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we've had Buzz on the show before. I'm pretty sure. He's a gentleman I look at and I say to myself, like, that guy's got stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's got some stories.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
Well, at the least, the most interesting man at the table.
Right. That's something he said when they had that guy. And they're like, well, everybody was surprised that he was old, and the actor playing him said, "How could the most interesting man in the world be young?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's
It's
impossible."
impossible. No.
Yeah. I want some like Sean Connery looking dude.
Yeah. There's Steve. He's in the red. Him and Skyler are Cowboy fans, but only one of them admits it. Next to Steve's left, that is Mike Coolmovie. We've seen him on the show
Coolmovie.
plenty of times. And sitting next to Mike, and I don't like to show favorites on the table, but one of my all-time favorite live streamers, it's Paddock Jerry.
Of course, it's Paddock Jerry. Guy's a star.
Oh, he's the best. Like one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's right there sitting next to Coolmovie. Paddock Jerry actually told me when I saw him downstairs that he had just gotten in a car accident, so you can't see it that well, but he's got 2 black eyes, had a little cut over his nose, his ankle's swollen up, but he is doing well. His truck, on the other hand, not so well.
Yeah. Nah.
He ran into a dump truck, and let's just say the dump truck didn't give.
Sounds like my prom date.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Well, and if
Did I
you're
say
listening,
that out loud?
and if
Sorry.
you're listening, please call into the show.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're happy that Jerry's doing well. He's feeling fine. A little sore, but he's doing well. That's our buddy right there.
That's most poker players in general. Yeah, I'm a little sore.
Yeah, dealers are the best at the Kennel Club.
And they're usually sore at the dealers. So.
Of course. Yeah, we got some great dealers. Skyler's great. Stephanie's great tonight. Matt Fagan, who's on the show, doing the play-by-play. He's a great dealer. He was on the show dealing yesterday during the live show. That was one of the more interesting and more fun Thursday shows we've had in a long time. It really was. You can watch that show back on YouTube if you search PBKC Poker right here on our Twitch.
Everything except the liberal use of the L word, which
Well, yeah, I
asked
mean-
Noah not to do. So
Yeah.
We don't use the L word when I'm around.
No. What's that L word again?
Well, seriously?
I just want you to say it.
Well, people in hell want ice water.
Yeah, I
so.
agree.
Good job, man. That's what you're supposed to do. It's not your. No, I got you.
All right, some mystery hands out there, and Josh the Mover with pocket
No,
nines.
you're supposed to. I'm not supposed to.
And says, yeah, you can't really limp with a middle pocket pair like that. You got to at least try to protect it.
Yep. There's Ven. Get a good look at him in seat 9. It's his table. Good dude. Already took down a pot that was almost 5K.
And this is why you raise pre-flop with those middle pairs.
Yeah. And last but not least, Jordan's at seat number 10. He's going head-to-head right now with the mover.
And betting the turn and pushing him off it. Reader didn't quite pick up what Jordan had, but Josh was able to bet him off of it and take it down with his nines.
Maybe I'll do that one night. Come with a piece of hay at the cowboy. That'd be funny.
Steve's going to wear a cowboy hat. That would be the highlight of my night.
You're over 8s. It's unbelievable.
You're winning already now.
I got 8s. I got 6s. I got 7s. You can't get no big.
He doesn't have any of that this hand.
Hey, Rose, we were just talking about you a few minutes ago, Rose Gold.
I was nice.
Yeah, of course we were. We never see anything bad about Rose.
I was nice.
And Rose will be on the show tomorrow, 1 o'clock, playing some Pot Limit Omaha with the crew. Earlier, Matt Fagan was talking about Josh the Mover and wanted to know if Josh the Mover is going to be on the show tomorrow. Not know if he has to save his money or not. And I said that was a question we're going to obviously have to ask
we
the
got to wait
lovely
for
Rose.
to get in.
Yep.
Yeah. To answer that one. Well, Kumo V's got himself a decent second pair. Buzz, let's go with that ace rag. See, now that I know how to say it, I'm going to do it a lot better. You know,
Of course.
Kumo V. Like they should have put a dash in it or something.
Yeah. The O is actually silent.
Mv.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Rita's checking in. Hope you're doing well, Rita. Rita's been on the show before.
We don't need luck. These players are going to need some luck. A 4K pot one with a gut shot straight draw.
Yeah. Rose said he won't have any. Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh.
Not the way he started, that's for sure, Rose.
Cold-blooded.
Thanks, Rick.
Cool movie with deuces. Come on, there's only one move here. And that's it, raise.
That's it. That's it.
That's the move.
It's the only move. Oh, no, we know that, Rita. No, Rita's been on the show. Matt Fagan, he thought that you were wishing him good luck tonight.
We were wishing luck. I said, well, you know.
Yeah, no, of course.
I might get some Powerball later.
No, he doesn't need
I
any
can
luck.
use some luck there.
It's the guys at the table.
But that is a myth. Dealers need luck as well.
Oh, do they really?
With a $425,000 bad beat.
Team
To
Jerry,
try
I
to
agree.
deal it, so.
Hey, Rose, did you hear that Jerry was in a car accident the other day? He ran into the back of a dump truck. And the dump truck was no worse for wear his truck totaled.
Yeah.
But he's doing well. I hope, I'm glad to know he's got a couple black eyes, got a cut on his nose, but he's sore but doing well.
Ooh. Now that's unfortunate for Steve because he river two pair, but Vinnie got himself a flush.
225.
Well, as announcers, Mike and I have to stay neutral, but apparently Miss Rose is far from it.
No. Rose is going to root for Jerry tonight, and I don't blame her.
If I did have particular players I was rooting for, well,
Yeah, no, I don't.
I would have to keep it an absolute secret.
I don't think you're rooting for anybody,
Like
Matt.
rooting in my head. Like,
You're the kind of person you're rooting for Skyler and you're rooting for the dealers tonight. I just have a feeling with you.
well, I always root for the dealers.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
tall Josh is checking. I don't know who that is. Do you know anybody named Josh that's really tall?
Yeah. Well, a dealer I used to work with, he was about 5'2".
Well,
We'd call him Tall Josh as like a joke, you know?
Oh, that's cool. We had that tall Josh on the show yesterday because he was producing the show, and then he came behind us, and we got him on camera. And this time he actually sat down instead of staring at his crotch the whole time.
Right. Yes, the showing of the low card, a power move.
Power
when you get
move.
your opponent to fold. And if you believe that, I'll tell you another.
We have another player coming in soon. I actually know who it is. I'm not going to tell anybody till he sits down.
It's a surprise. I mean, I don't even know who it is, guys. So that's how tight-lipped he's being about this.
No, you weren't paying attention when he was standing over to our side for a couple minutes ago. But
Oh, well, that's true.
yeah, he always brings action to the table, though. I can tell you that.
The game was already full and one busted. So your seat has been taken. So now your seat won.
Okay, he's coming in right now.
Right, meow?
There you saw a side view. This is a gentleman that's always about that action. And his name is Gerson.
Song. No one raises like Gerson.
No, that's
No
for
one
sure.
bluffs like Gerson.
Nope, you got that right.
My, what a guy. Gerson.
Yep. Not to be confused with Gersten, as
No.
people have called him.
I saw that on that show, and I'm like, yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's a typo on my screen here.
Yeah. He's been known to be many different names, but tonight he'll go by Gerson.
Gerson, yep.
Hey, can we text you if we need loans? You'll come up and deliver it? It's okay?
Polly said he needs some more.
Okay, we got a couple of kings out there. Dom with
200.
Jack Kicker, as well as a pretty sweet flush draw. We got Paddock Jerry, also with a king. Wrong flush draw. And he'll lay it down. Yep. Polly likes suited connectors, but not for that much.
Gentleman in seat 3, that's either Dom or Dam. He took that one down.
Dom. Yeah.
Want to call him Darn?
No, I do not want
No?
to.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know they watch the show after they
Oh, I know.
played, right?
Oh, I
So,
know. Yeah. No, we're just, we.
Some of us still work for tips and have to stay on the
Oh,
good
I
side.
agree. Yeah. Of course, he's talking about me.
No complaining now.
Oh, you're the 10, Bam, you're 20.
Give it to him.
Hey, Skylar, did you make any bets where you have to shave your head this year? Yeah. Oh, okay. I asked Skylar about the head shaving
he
bet.
hasn't.
Yeah.
Raised to 50.
Oh, it's got nice. It's nice, man.
I legit felt bad for him. I said, Skylar, don't take that bet, please.
No,
But
no.
he took it. Like when the Panthers are rebuilding, asked me if I'd take a bet to shave my head if they didn't win the Stanley Cup. It's like,
course.
no,
Exactly.
absolutely not. This right here, this is where the money is.
Oh, that is, yeah. Oh,
I-
yeah,
I,
no.
I will never risk that, no matter
Oh,
how
no.
confident I am.
No way.
All right, back to live action. Akumo V's got the top pair. Lots of overcards to his pair of 10s, though.
75.
Oh, it's
Raised
closed.
to 175.
But he's going to raise that bet. 175 to go.
What's the terrace?
They don't have skate.
No, it's better than that. Way better.
And Buzz with his mystery hand.
You can get tomahawk skate.
Could be anything in there. Could have been 7 deuce.
Hold on, Jerry's talking about the paddock right now.
No, I'm saying this one up here is better than what they turned downstairs.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jerry's talking about the tomahawk steaks and everything they have at the paddock. They don't call him Paddock Jerry for nothing.
Makes me very happy that I ate before coming in, because normally when I don't, and then Paddock Jerry starts talking about the steaks they
Oh,
have
yeah.
over there at the paddock, I just
Well, I'm not sure you eat. I've been around you numerous times for the last year or more, and I think I've seen you eat one time. So.
yeah, I tend to not eat around other people.
Oh, really? Is it that bad?
It's, especially if I'm working all day and haven't eaten all day, man. I'll just
I'm telling you,
savage.
like a hungry animal, right?
Like I don't even bother going to get a fork. It's like just
Jeez. Man, like a lion on a kill.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unnerving for some people. So I
Okay,
try
well now
to-
I'm fine with that now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't want to see it. It's
GWG, that's what they're calling Gerson in seat 1.
GWG.
Seat 2 is Pauly. We love Pauly. Seat 3, Dom. Seat 4 is Buzz. Josh the Mover's in 5.
Buzz has got the ladies. He says,
Ladies,
me and my,
ladies,
me and my
ladies.
ladies. We're gonna knock you right out this hand.
Stevens in seat 6. He goes by other names too. Seat 7, we move on to Cool Movie.
What was that one? Troy Aceman?
Oh,
I
Troy
think?
Aceman.
That was my favorite.
Cowboy
Of
Steve.
all-
Steve that likes the Cowboys.
All the nicknames I've heard for him. That's
Tricky
my favorite.
D. Like, he's gone by many. None have stuck. Vinnie's in 9 and Jordan's in seat 10. There you go, the player position. As soon as I went over it, Wes seems to put it up. It's like he's listening to me on a 15-minute delay.
Okay, that's creepy.
Oh, yeah, you got that right.
How do you even, I don't even want to begin to wrap my head around how you would do that.
No, masks, loop-de-loops, masks are optional here at PBKC. And they are on a 15-minute delay. Let me tell you, yesterday, when Noah was yelling at people on the table, that 15 was the longest 15 minutes I've ever known in my entire life. It felt like an hour before we actually heard on the show him yelling at the people.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about that because I heard it
Oh, yeah.
with the 15-minute delay, and I'm like, because player conversation, well, let's just say it turned to a more politically incorrect
Okay.
tone.
Nice.
And I thought he was getting mad about that. And I was like,
Oh, no.
And then I listened more, and I'm like, no, wait.
Bet 75.
Oh, you don't like Cool Mauve?
Cool V.
Reverse Mauve. No, it's
Mauve. Oh, Mauve isn't
no,
working.
it's Mauve. Come on.
Mauve.
Cool Mauve.
Cool Mauve.
Yeah, no, we know that's Cool Movie. That's Mike. He's been on the show numerous times.
Josh has got 2 pair, and Cool Movie's going to call with 4s. He's got 2 outs and does not get there.
I'm sorry, that's Mauve.
Mauve. I said I was sorry.
It isn't working, that's right.
And, well, the trip 7's on the board makes it a boat for both players, but 4s isn't going to cut it this time. So Josh takes that one down. More money for Rose's game. Oh, that's right, he's not playing.
Oh, yeah. Rose, who can we look forward to seeing tomorrow playing some pot limit Omaha at 1 o'clock Eastern? Okay, his high school nickname was Cool Mo V, the rapper. Yes, I know.
rapper,
I
okay.
definitely know Cool Mo V, the rapper. I knew it must have something to do with it, but I've never heard him spit any lyrics.
Yeah.
So, or maybe we're missing.
Padding, Jerry. Not going to play the 69. Huh. Holly's like, suited 9-7? Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Come on, it's
Oh,
family
right.
show.
Language. Mike just Captain American me. Language.
Oh, Mikey B liked my post on Twitter. At one point today, Mikey B was going to be on the show, and little did we know he was at Epcot in Orlando today.
Well, you know, give him a cell phone, give him a camera. He can.
I
you know,
agree,
on the live
yeah,
stream.
exactly.
He can call a game from Epcot.
He could do it from around the world.
I mean, have you seen those lines?
Oh yeah, I know, of course.
You're in line for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'd
Might as
love
well
it.
do some commentary.
He could be on the Frozen ride and be doing commentary. I'd love it.
Yeah, Kumo V just went from less than 10% to flopping 3 4s. Paulie's going to hang around with that 9-7 of hearts. And Kumo V turned to boat because, you know, why wouldn't he?
Check. Bet 200.
And bets 200 on his boat. And Paulie just turned 2 pairs, so he'll probably stick around for one more card. Oh, I stand corrected. He is raising.
He's all in.
And Kumo V says, I've had enough of your shenanigans, sir. We're going to play for all the chips. And he's going to call with his 2 pair. You get a 9 for a chop. Nope. And Kumo V with 4s full of 9s.
Wow. That's some good ad right there.
You want to count that, man?
That was like 14.
Pretty sure. I don't know.
Oh, wait, actually, it's 13 even.
I don't know, but let's count them and see. I didn't just give him a bad fucking 20.
13.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice shot, buddy. Well played.
It's a nice pot for Mauve.
Wait, what?
What? On tomorrow's show.
I thought we were getting away from
Oh no, I'm just kind of reading what's on the screen. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
Reading what's on the script, Matt. His name is Cool Mauve. Okay. Tomorrow on the show with Rose, the Lukes will be on the show, both Lukes. Jerry,
Them
which
Luke
I'm
boys.
guessing is Paddock Jerry, which is always a delight. Moon Boy, that's the youngster his grandma likes to watch. And Marky Mark, who has a
Story time.
and he's got an emotional support skunk that comes with him everywhere he goes. So we love having Marky
I
Mark
would
on the
say I'd
show.
be sorry to miss him, but then I remembered. I'm like, oh wait, I'm producing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'll be
you're-
up in the booth.
Oh, you're going to hear it firsthand.
So yeah, I'll hear it 15 minutes before everybody else
Of course you will.
up in the booth.
But you can't even warn us. That's the problem.
Oh, even if I could, I'd be like, no, let that be a fun surprise.
Well, that's the thing most people don't understand. If you're in the broadcast booth, which is a hidden room, you can't even have your cell phones. We have absolutely no contact with the people in the room
Yep.
that are seeing this live.
I'm sure they got this.
Oh,
Sometimes
Jimbo. Jimbo will be there too. Nice.
145.
All right, and Cornwall B says we gotta thin this out a little bit. Way too many of you in the hand. Let's see how effective it is. All right, there's one folder. And Josh calls with 8-3 offsuit. Good on you. Like, you're not gonna push me around.
No.
Bully me all around the table. No, sir. Steve, who likes the Cowboys, with a mystery hand.
You mean Steven?
Yeah, Steven, right? And let's see. Well, Dom got the best of that flop with 2 pair.
Miss Mary makes an appearance.
He's all in.
And well, he's gonna shove here with the 2 pair. This is the part where the draws fold. Usually. Yep, and nobody's gonna call, so doesn't have to worry about his 2 pair getting sucked out on.
Everybody's looking up at the tournament area. We had a very competitive tournament today. It had double player appreciation points. Like, I think we got almost 150 in the tournament today. Jamie's up there still. Jamie's a great tournament coordinator. Everybody loves Jamie. Does a fantastic job transforming these tournaments, making them very, very successful. Tournament going on right now as we speak. Emily's running that tournament. Tomorrow we have 2 tournaments, one at 12:15 and one at 6 o'clock.
Oh, maybe just text that back. Maybe the graphics were off.
All right, 15K.
We have a guy in the tournaments, you know him, Twan Fan. Okay, he's on fire right now. I think every time they send me a picture, he's on the final table, to the point I just call him Mr. Final Table.
Yeah, I dealt a few final tables these past couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and
he's on fire right now.
Yeah, and he's there. Been there both times at El Final
Yeah,
Table.
he's always in there.
Yep.
Maurice was playing in the tournament today too. I don't know if he made the final table or not. Talking about Maurice Hawkins.
Josh the mover getting the best of that flop with the top pair, the top kicker. Got some straight draws out there though.
What's up?
All right, this is Josh and Paulie now. Josh got himself 2 pair now.
He's all
Oh, but Paulie, he'll make you pay to see it. It's the same thing as before. Josh has to wonder how good his 2 pair is against such strong betting. There's a lot that can beat his hand right now. But he's gonna call it, and Paulie needs to catch a card here. He needs a 10, and he doesn't get it, and Josh boats up.
Wow.
I'm starting to think maybe it's my fault.
Oh no, I
mean, last time I was doing play-by-play, Paulie, he just could not catch a break,
No.
the poor guy, and then I'm back here again, and
look, I don't want you to be hard on yourself, but
I know.
yeah, you're right. It's your fault.
it's my fault. I mean, well, as a dealer, you hear that so much, so I mean,
Of
it's
course.
just natural to just. blame
Now you're
yourself.
starting to take the blame finally after all
Right.
these years. Starting to admit blame.
It only took me 13 years. I'm like, no, you came here and you. All right, maybe it is my fault.
Talking about dealers, a lot of people know, and somebody mentioned earlier, we have great dealers. We have some of the best dealers in the entire world. And I say that because we love our dealers here at PBKC. And if you want to become a dealer, we're looking for dealers. We're looking for almost all facets of the poker room. We're looking for cashiers. We're looking for hosts. We're looking for dealers. We're looking for everybody. And throughout the whole kennel club, we're looking for servers, from servers to almost everything in between. We're looking for it right here at PBKC. September 21st and the 25th, we're going to have some job fairs right here in the terrace. September 21st, that'll be in the afternoon, 4 to 7, and September 25th, that's Saturday, that's going to be in the early afternoon until about 1 o'clock. If you want a job here at PBKC and you want to join our family, it's a great time to come here. And also, Noah mentioned yesterday, we're going to have a dealer training course that's going to start soon.
Right.
And immediately when he talked about that, he said, you have to be good with people, you have to be good with math, so I'm out. No doubt about it. There's no chance I have about becoming a dealer. And I think everybody's pretty happy about that. But if you've ever wanted to become a dealer, this is the time to do it.
It was a bad turn,
Raise 375.
375 with an ace-8 suited. Well, Skylar helping out. Player's got to go in the box, and Josh is showing him the. I assume he's showing him his queen to try to get a read on him, making the obvious point. Oh, and Steve lets him see the bluff. It doesn't matter much long term because Josh even just said to Steve, "I'm going to see it anyway." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you are."
Tricky D took that one down, whatever that means.
Straddle for 50.
I swear, every time I call, you always have like, yeah, aces.
They need a call.
A straddle for 50 right off the bat.
Always pick the wrong spot for Steve for years.
He changed. He wasn't always like that. Years ago,
Yeah, he would have banked ace on the river.
disciplined play.
To 100.
Hundo and Gerson with the suited connector says, nah, I like 100 better.
Maybe
you're right.
oh, you'll see it anyways.
Wow, Steve hated that A-deuce so much he folded out a turn. Well,
Like gloves ain't got nobody.
when Josh the Mover watches the stream, he's going to be disappointed that one of his outs is in Gerson's hand. But the pocket nines are good enough for the lead at this point.
That's 100.
I hear him bumbling and stuff.
Uno V is got a runner hard draw and a gut shot straight draw. Ooh, and he picks up both.
That's 300. Players all in.
Yeah, I get it.
GWG in seat
Yeah,
one, Gerson, he's all in.
Yeah, Gerson and Kumo V both picked up straights. Unfortunately, Gerson's is to the 10.
Call. No more action.
And, but
Nobody plays and who's going to fold.
Exactly.
yeah, cool. I was about to say Kumo V. If he got a heart on the river, he would overtake him with a flush. But
It's going to be 830.
It's going to be straight over straight with Gerson with the higher straight.
I have to go out to the car and get my hat to sit in that seat. My bald spot shows up on the camera in those 2 seats.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I got the first one we did, I got like 8 texts from people that I told to watch. Dude, what's up with that spot? They were just abusing me, all my friends and shit.
If they're abusing you, they're not your friends.
No, that's not true because that's how we do
Something
it.
my mother used to say.
Oh, no, I agree with that. That's what I tell my 8-year-old all the time.
Very different parenting styles.
Yeah.
My mother said, well, then they're not good friends. And my father taught me, well, as soon as they drop their guard, sucker punch them in the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dad on that one.
Yeah. Now Dom with an 8-deuce picks up trips. And good luck getting him to fold. Terry's got 2 pair. And wow, hits the king.
Man.
So Dom just boated up, and boy howdy, is it the wrong boat. Jerry and Gerson with the same hand, but Jerry can pick up a jack for a bigger boat, but nope. It's going to be a chop unless some crazy how Gerson or Jerry fold.
475.
Pretty sure we're gonna chop there, Gerson.
Yeah, Jerry even said,
Jerry
he said,
knows,
yeah, we're
yep.
chopping. He's like, he's got a king. My.
That's not your eyes. That's
I was going to say, I mean, these glasses are kind of old, but
there's been a couple times that I'd have been like, I got to head to Lens
I'm like,
Crafters
yeah,
on Sunday. I
it's-
really got to go. Shout out to Wes. I think Wes is in the room by himself tonight, so he's doing a
Really?
fantastic. As far as I know, yeah, he's doing an awesome job.
I was in the booth myself once for like 15 minutes
Yeah.
and almost lost my brain.
Oh yeah, you were going crazy. Yeah, I remember that. Sweating and
The
just oh, it was-
last 15 minutes of the show, thankfully. So,
Yeah.
so a lot of the mistakes I made didn't even make the stream.
Yeah. See, that's the way to do it.
Because Noah told me where they cut it off, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, look at Vinnie after that huge early pot. He's at 4.7K right now.
I guess there'll be a lot of money on the table.
Paddock Jerry's got some hockey sticks. Oh, you know I couldn't resist.
No, of course you couldn't.
Makes me wish I invented the term. I didn't.
You could say that. I'd have believed you.
Well, you would. Nobody else would. Certainly nobody listening.
No.
All right, 6-handed pre-flop.
6 players. Check or back. Check.
Ace on the flop with 2 of them gone. So Jordan's the favorite at this point.
Moofy, subscribe to Tier 1. Great job, Moofy.
Raise.
Are you sure it's not mauve?
No, this is Moofy.
Oh, that's okay. So it's different.
And Moofy plays sometimes on Rose's show. He's been here with us on the live stream from the start, so we love Moofy on the show.
Well, Vinnie with an ace, and he's done really well. It might be tough for him to lay this down. The chip stack he has.
Call. Somewhere.
Yep. No help. So with the better kicker, Jordan's going to take that one down. To be fair, when you're running good, and you've got top pair, that's a tough laydown.
So how long you worked here, Matt?
We're coming up on 13 years.
Okay, you're 13 years. I just did a story about...
1 year host and 12 years dealer.
Yeah, I did a story about Dorothy the other day, who's a card inspector. She's been here almost 25 years.
Yeah.
I've been employed by PBKC almost 27 years. I just talked to Ron tonight, and I've only known Ron for like 9 months. He said he's been here for 14 years. So many people that have longevity that are working for the Roonies and PBKC, and we're looking for you to come in here and join our family right here at PBKC, having those 2 job fairs. That is the 21st and the 25th in the Terrace, and we're going to have a dealer class that we're going to put on, looking for better and a lot of more dealers. We're looking for great dealers. Come on in. Go to our website anytime, pbkennelclub.com. The top of the screen where you usually go to click poker, you can click on apply now and see the jobs open, and there's quite a few of them. So come join our family here at PBKC.
Okay, now we'll see how good my reading skills are, because there's 3 mystery hands out there.
Okay. We know you have math skills. Let's see how strong your reading is.
About 430. It's my SAT verbal.
430, nice.
No, that's very mediocre.
Is that out of 1,300?
No, it's out of 800.
Oh, nice.
I said crush the math. Verbal, not so much.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
No,
that
no,
wasn't you. That was us.
That's a.
Yeah.
That's a 1
Yeah.
on the camera
course.
numerical pad.
Matt, what is your plan for Labor Day? Are you working on Labor Day?
Working.
Okay. Yeah, of course
Solid
you're working.
plan.
Because we have gigantic high hands. That means
All week.
double high hands. We had it today and all night, tomorrow all day, Sunday all day, Monday all day to celebrate Labor Day.
It's typically Friday, Saturday, but because of Labor Day weekend, it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Okay, and on Monday we have a live national anthem by Bailey Bonnick, who's a fantastic singer at noon, and the Paddock and Terrace are both open for lunch. It's going to be a great day. If you're off of work, come out and celebrate Labor Day right here at PBKC.
And Dom with Yaks. Yakety yak. Yeah, they even asked me, do you work Mondays? And I said no, and they unveiled the promotion. They're like, well, you do now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they asked you. I think they just voluntold you. That's the new thing.
I got to make it a little dramatic, though. Did my best Katniss impression. Said, I volunteer as tribute. Sacrifice me to the Labor Day.
So Matt has been voluntold to be here Monday.
Right.
And you should be here too.
I might give you a high hand. I mean, don't ask the regular players how many high hands I get.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hot and cold.
Yep.
I did get one today, though.
Oh, you nice.
Which is unusual.
One of the 500 or one of the $1,000?
500, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I typically when I do high hands, I'll get 3 or 4 in a day, or nothing. So me dealing 1 to 1, it's unusual.
It's usually all or nothing with you.
Right. Usually throwing fire, or I'm just ice cold.
Yep.
Wow, look at all these goods starting at Jack 10 and Jack 9 Ace Jack and 10-9 suited, and got a lot out there.
Mary, when you bring my chicken, would you bring me another Pepsi, please?
I mean, the flop could render them all worthless, but you know, I mean, when I'm playing, I wouldn't mind looking down at some of these cards.
Of course.
I need another one.
And the flop somehow missed everybody. It missed them all. That is a rare feat. But with his ace high, Gerson puts out a big bet, and everybody's like, you know what? Nah. Wow, Gerson, he was a little late to the game, but looking at this VPIP, 72%. He definitely came to play. He definitely did not come to socialize.
Nope, that's for sure.
Queen 6, 10, 8. It's kind of the reverse of what we had last hand. Cool move. He's got a suited ace, and he says, why not? Let's play for 1 1/4. All right, to the flop, it's just Cool Movie and Gerson. Flop, not much help to either player. Cool Movie did pick up a runner flush draw. He still has the, he's leading because of the higher hole card, or high card rather. And not a whole lot Gerson can catch looking at that bet, so he lays it down.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that move. Vinnie, out of all the players that play on the stream on a regular basis,
not allowed to win.
he's always just had the worst luck ever on stream. And tonight he's just started off on fire.
I mean,
really
it was a statistical anomaly. When you run that bad, you're bound to just catch fire.
Yeah.
One night.
Tonight is his night. Tonight,
he's,
you know.
He's definitely catching it.
He's going to have a big rye kind of night tonight.
Well, with the exception of that one hand where they both had the top pair and he just got out kicked. Other than that hand, it's been Vinnie's night. And that's probably why he's having such a good night. That move right there. They say it's the hardest move in poker to master. The fold.
Whoa.
On. Well, he's got the top pair. Oh, he's got a gut shot straight draw. And hits. No, I apologize. He does not hit. I got my deuce and my 4 crossed.
Happens to all of us.
Hit that, yeah. No, I was right the first time. Paulie did hit a straight. He's got the wheel. And Gerson boats up on the river. Yeah, those roller coaster hands. I mean, it was all Gerson, and then at the turn, Paulie turns a straight. And then Gerson gets it back with an ace on the river.
Just got the picture from Jamie, who's our wonderful tournament coordinator. She sent me a picture of today's winner, and it is Maurice Hawkins. He won today's daily tournament, so I'm going to post that picture soon on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you're not following us on all of those, just search PB Kennel Club on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and PBKC Poker Room on Twitter.
All right, a 50 straddle. He's looking at pocket 4s. Why not? Worth a flop. Yeah, when I'm playing, it's hard for me to let those go unless the raise is like really ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, I'll see 4s, 5s, 6s flop. Giving away all my secrets in case anybody ever sees me playing.
Oh yeah, no.
After
everybody's going to follow you around now.
At a hockey game. Well, you know, I showed up in the suit one time.
But you have to win. Your team has to win the hockey game, right?
No, it's just I don't really feel like, you know, playing cards if we lost. I'm down. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. Maybe, maybe have a quick drink, go to bed.
Yeah, of course.
But after a win, you're like, you want to go party, take on the world. Oh, did you know Jordan has a straight?
Yeah.
Okay. And we can't see Paulie's hand. But Jordan got somewhat of a mini counterfeit with that 9 on the river, so now any 10 makes a straight. We couldn't see Paulie's cards just then, but, well, holding to the bet, it's a safe bet he didn't have a 10. Yeah, that's something else players hate. I hear it all the time as a dealer. They'll flop the straight, but then one of the cards in their hand I'll put on the turn, and now everybody's in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's usually a chop. He's like, it was all mine. Why'd you put that out there, dealer? Rabble, rabble, rabble. speaking of dealers dealing amazing hands, did you know the bad beat's over 425,000?
What? I like
Yeah.
that segue. That was really nice. I think it's at 426 right now. 426.
So, but you got to be here to win it. So maybe come in. I'll deal you a bad beat.
That's a big, juicy bad beat we have there. And as somebody who's never been part of the bad beat gets hit, I have no idea what it's going to be like.
Wow. I do. I've dealt too.
Yes, of course you have, Matt, because you're the king of bad beats.
Well, now that Craig doesn't work at Kennel Club anymore.
Well, like what Noah said yesterday when we talked about the bad beat, I think our backup is already at almost 100,000. So, I mean,
Right.
even if the bad beat gets hit, this is a wooden table I'm knocking on right now. Even if when it does, we still have a good backup and it's going to start out a nice, nice juicy amount, you know?
Most bad beats never get above 60, 70,000, and the backups are anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000.
Oh yeah, not this
happens.
place.
Not this go around.
Nope.
I got the big bucks. First bad beat I dealt was $250,000, and I thought that was big.
Wow.
Now I'm looking at this one growing every day. I'm like, man,
Of course.
should have saved it for this one.
Season tickets, is that what you're looking for?
Well, for 22-23 perhaps. This year's
Yeah.
paid for. But the one high hand I dealt today, the player even said that here, my contribution towards the season tickets. And I'm like, well, they're paid for already, but, you know, playoffs aren't, so. Gerson with 10-5 against mystery hand from Vinnie. And Vinny's going to bet his mystery hand. He likes it. He likes it to the tune of 275, in fact. I would say the river's no help to either player, but again, I can't see Vinny's cards.
He's gotten so good and he's running so well. He doesn't have to show us anymore.
Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe
No.
he didn't even look.
There's a good chance.
Yeah. Angerson's going to call. And and Vinny had some eights squirreled away in there. Do you want to hit a snowman?
Oh, man. God. It's one of the dealers just told me he's going to Disney on Ice, and I know he's going to hear that song 30 times.
Every man that has
Oh,
daughters has
man.
heard those songs 50, 60. They could probably perform all of them themselves. All right, Gerson says, you know what, 20 bucks is so boring. Let's straddle for 50.
It's a way to shake things up.
Yep. Oh, and Bomb, ever the ladies' man's looking down at a couple of ladies right here. Oh, wait, Bomb? No, Dom. Bomb now?
Huh?
Bam? Bomb?
And you're all over the place.
No, I'm looking at my screen and I'm like, what's.
We've changed his name 4 times now.
I know. But Vinny's got 10s, and well, it's hard. Man, he's getting some good starting hands, but it's
Moofy's
I have
asking.
no idea.
You're going to really like this, Matt. Moofy's asking for you to give us a Panther season prediction.
Well, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. We're going to beat the hell out of the Lightning.
There's going to be wins. They're going to skate around.
Yeah,
They're going to
well,
hit pucks.
But
The guy with all the clothes on is going to stop the puck. And the guy with the sunglasses and the cape is going to be there for all the home games in his own aisle.
and one road game.
And one road game, too.
Yeah, my road game this year is going to be St. Louis. I don't get to pick.
Nice.
It revolves around my work schedule. I mean, I wanted to go to Vegas, but
I understand that.
Firmly planted in the middle of my work week, so I'm like, I can't go to Vegas. It's okay. I've been to St. Louis before. It's a fun town.
Fun.
Excellent ribs if you've never been.
Good.
Oh, wow. Vinnie flops a 10. Oh, but man, Rivers the straights. I thought Vinnie crushed him again. Or Vinnie got, you know, just another good, running good hand, flopping a 10 with his pocket 10s, but no.
These are the two guys at the table that have really been doing well to begin the show.
But serious prediction. We're going to win the Atlantic. The Panthers, that is.
No, we are, me and you.
No, yeah. Well,
we're going to conquer the Atlantic.
I've heard that. And like, why do people say we? You're not on the team. I was on the roster for one day.
Myself
so
and
yes,
Matt
I could
Fagan,
say
we are going to conquer the Atlantic. Just the two of us.
No shot, eh, Moofy? Yeah. Must be a Leafs fan.
Moofy, if you say you like the team that's from a place called TB, and it sets Matt off, I'm going to blame you for this.
Oh, no, we can just ban him from the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about that before. If what we're going to have.
Oh, he likes the Bruins.
Right. We're going to.
You don't hate him then, right?
Well, I mean, I could count on one finger the amount of Boston fans I knew down here before they started winning stuff.
Yeah, I understand that. Oh, God.
Then they
don't
won.
say that,
Now they're all
Moofy.
over the place.
Come on, Moofy. Don't do this to me.
Yeah, it must be why they traded away all their depth to get under the salary cap that they cheated over.
I'm hiding the chat from him, Moofy.
It's okay. We'll be that team under the radar.
He's going to break the TV over his knee and just walk out in a second. I have a feeling.
Ace King against King 5, and Jordan gets a 5.
That's 600.
It says, yeah, this with the hands he's been winning, he's like,
Oh,
"Too-
yeah.
far too dangerous. You're going to have to go."
When you came to the card show the other day, card show is last Sunday of every month here in the second floor poker room. Had a great show last Sunday when we actually had over 80 tables. Did you see a lot of hockey stuff at the tables?
Oh, yeah.
There was.
Cards, jerseys.
We had some complaints after the first couple of shows. There wasn't enough hockey stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's
Pucks
hockey
sealed up in the containers,
Yeah.
autographed. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Even for like a diehard hockey fan like Matt, there was something for everybody. Be here for the next sports card memorabilia show. I believe it is September the 26th.
Aw,
It's always the last Sunday of each month.
I can't go.
Why not?
Panther preseason doubleheader.
I should
3
have
o'clock,
known.
3 o'clock game, man. Well, no,
Definitely.
I'll swing by in the morning.
Maybe I'll try to get out of it too. I'll say like, oh yeah, me and Matt are going to see the Panthers.
They're great, man. I think it's the best thing on the menu. Wings are fire. Always get the wrap.
Yeah, they are right now. Here they are.
Check your back.
Every time you
All
ask
right,
for it,
well,
it's free.
with his ace high, Buzz is leading, and he'll bet. Kriston's got a gut shot. He needs to pick up an 8 for a straight.
Gentlemen at the table, paddock cherry included.
I stand corrected. A 9 with the top pair now.
They're talking about the best food here, and I'm back on the chicken Caesar wraps, which is the official food of the poker room. Had one of those yesterday. Linnell and the crew yesterday bought us lunch. I don't think they offered it to you because, you know, you were dealing. No offense.
Actually, they did. I had actually eaten right before, you know, I came into work, so I had said no thank you, and he even tried to convince. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No thanks."
Yeah, Lady Luck ordered
nice.
chicken Caesar wrap because of my constant talking about it and eating on the show yesterday, and I hope you were happy with that, Lady Luck. I had another one for lunch today. I'm going to get so sick of them within the next week or so because every time I order lunch from here, we're going to get a chicken Caesar wrap with French fries, and by next week, I'll have had my fill for the year.
Try the Snickalicious if you have.
It's cooking now. Oh, nice.
I mean, that's usually what I get here.
Snickalicious.
The ice cream.
Oh yeah,
the
they
ice
got good
cream's
ice
up
cream.
over
Yeah,
here.
for sure. One night on the show when Mikey B was here, it was about 2 weeks ago. They offered to buy us dinner, and Mikey B had the quesadillas. You like when I pronounce it like that?
No.
Okay, the quesadillas.
Okay.
And he was eating that, and I was like, oh, I already had a BLT, so just give me a dessert. And they brought me a piece of cheesecake, and I was like, this is like some of the best cheesecake I've had, you know, even better than the factory, honestly.
really glad I ate before I came in.
Yeah, exactly.
Be going out of my mind right now. I remember my first show, Paddock Jerry was on, and I hadn't eaten like all day.
Oh, I think I remember
And
that.
he kept talking about the steaks and the prime rib, and I'm like,
I was on a Friday night.
I'm like, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, no, it was, especially when Jerry used to order the food and be sitting there eating it in front of you. And he savors it all, man.
Well, not like right on the screen, but still, it looked like it was right in front.
Well, the problem is he talks about it and tells you how good it is. And you're like,
I wanted to
okay.
grab the radio and radio the booth and say, could you take the camera off, Jerry, for like 15 minutes? Just please do that for me. Cannot look at that prime rib anymore. Yeah, a lot of good starting card. Ace King, Ace Queen. Paulie's got some jacks though, so he's got to dodge some paint. Gersan's got an Ace King, and he's going to bet it. And yeah, Paulie's like with an overpair to the board, he's got a raise in that spot. Everybody folds. It's just Gersan and Paulie now. And Gersan's got to decide if that raise is worth chasing an ace or a king. And he'll see one more.
Oh, the Pepsi, look.
Turn a 9. No help to either player. And Paulie's like, I've had enough with the beats tonight. It's if you want to suck out, it's 2,000 to do so.
Club soda, Miss Mary, please. Club soda. I mean, it's just like once you get the art down.
And some of his outs were folded pre-flop. A lot of aces out there before the raising commenced. And he's not going to chase it. All right, Paulie takes down a pretty good pot with his jacks. Wish I could say that's what happens when I play jacks, but nope. I was up against pocket aces last time I did. And Kumo V says, enough of this limping stuff. Let's play for 300 for Sparta.
Well, they fixed Bam's name. They didn't fix his name.
Kumo V.
I'm sorry, it's still Mauve to me.
Still.
He's always going to be Mauve to me now.
Got 2 months of mob jokes to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
All right, we got some suited cards and some aces. A little something for everybody. Unless, of course, they wanted to hit something on the flop. So Kumo V, who started these shenanigans, is going to represent a strong, high, possibly high pair in his hand, and bet 2 1/4. With his ace 5. Yep. Well, you don't always need the cards to win in this game. Sometimes you just got to bet strong and represent a good hand and just keep firing. With a queen 4 suited, Steve's going to raise it up to a hundo.
What you for? Probably 7-3 because I got 7. I didn't know if I had any of your odds.
We're not playing 7-2 solid.
Yeah, it's odd. They've been asking that question a lot, like an hour and a half into the broadcast. Are we playing 7 deuce?
Yeah. Or what?
Like for that much money, you'd think they would establish that quite early. All right, queen on the flop. Vinnie with his 9 kicker out to a big lead over Steve.
40.
Gerson is going to let that 5-3 go. Turn we go ace. And all these high cards, just the queen. Running ace jack killed Vinnie's kicker, so. Run, go, get to the chopper.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, you said you wanted to
man.
hear it.
No,
So,
you know, I like it, man.
Just trying to help. Interesting player names that go on our lists as they're waiting for tables here at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. I was dealing just a regular 1-2 no limit game when I hear the host go on the intercom and say, "Rambo, your 1-2 is ready."
Rambo's here.
Yeah.
Did he have it?
I had an empty seat, so the player's like, "Who's Rambo?" And I just went, "Your worst nightmare."
Did he have a headband on and
No,
long hair?
no, he didn't.
Muscle shirt.
I was disappointed, to be
Big
honest.
Bowie knife.
I don't think they let you play poker with that.
Really?
Stuff,
That's
in the state
weird.
of
I don't
Florida.
know.
You know, maybe in the bar.
So
leagues,
many
but,
rolls
I
here,
don't
you
know.
know?
He holds it up like it's fucking $5.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Hey, you can eat.
Rita, we love you.
No, you know.
Hey, Polly's got 5 for you for tonight.
5 to Paulie's $5 grand. To me, it's 500.
We got Frog downstairs.
Uh-oh. Well, that's why Frog's downstairs.
Oh man.
There's no seat up here. All 10 seats are filled.
What's up? 300. Thank you.
Hoping I don't get caught 'cause I want to eat.
That is definitely not the first time I've heard Paddock Jerry say that on the show.
That he what? Want to?
He said, "I hope I don't get cards so I can eat." I'm looking at him on camera.
Oh,
and
he's
so
the
like He's
best.
slightly off camera, enjoying whatever it is he's ordered.
The best.
And sometimes it's like that. The food's really good, and you want to just
Oh,
say,
yeah.
"Hey, dealer, can you give me 7 deuce for like the next, 6, 7 hands?" So I don't even have to worry about it. I mean, I could guess what everybody has right now, but I don't think it would be very sporting.
Go for it. Just guess.
That, and I'm terrible at it.
Let's see how close you are. Okay, the guy in seat 5 has a 9er and a.
Well, he actually has nothing. Those are Steve's cards that he's
Yes.
letting him sweat.
Of course.
No, no, thank you. I ate before I came.
Well, I'm going to say Steve has either the first or second best hand.
Nice.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching the Ocho.
Yeah, the Ocho. We should be on the Ocho if that's
Oh,
ever
we
a
should,
thing.
honestly.
PBKC Poker on the Ocho.
On the Ocho. Twitch.tv/PBKC Poker Ocho.
The Ocho.
That would be the river.
Thank you.
Skylar is back dealing again.
Oh, yeah.
Sweat.
Sweaty by the
That's right. What a terrible run out.
Yeah.
look, cards. Whoa.
This is the first time you were coming from behind.
No, I've been down before.
Nah, it's only like first hand. It's just
I always have
Someone
chips.
just gives it to him.
yeah, like
That usually does happen. I always have chips on this. People don't realize what I'm in for.
They're just like,
here you go, buddy.
and Steve's just like, I call.
10-7 suited, lays that down.
Range to 125.
Kumo V says Jack 6 off suit. Magnificent.
He's going to be really upset you can't get his name right.
Part down?
Mauve.
What's up?
Okay, I'll take that bet.
Sometimes
And
I
to the flop
forget.
they go.
I
Kumo
forget these
V.
guys actually watch the show afterwards.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And forget that Jack Kumo V picks up a 6, but folds to a big bet from Buzz.
Usually at the 5 pen, yeah. You and Steve are the only two I ever noticed do it every time.
I buy it. I used to buy it even now.
One time I played 300 backs once. It was on a weekend. I was there for like 17 hours. I had a lunch.
Well, sure.
And then I got stabbed.
Someone got up.
And it was like 6 or 7 in the morning because it was almost 24 hours.
Right.
So now I got tilted, and I knew Nancy was the dealer.
All right, Josh to open up with 4s. Not bad.
I grabbed 25 black. I stuck them in my hoodie pocket. As soon as Nancy got up, I put 25 black.
And Steve will play along. Kumo V's in.
Vinny's
Yeah, you
telling
could
a
tell-
great story.
Yeah, I'll chime in with that. Jerry legit took one peek at suited connectors,
That's
let
it?
it go immediately,
Wow.
went right back to his food.
Oh, he's
He must have
hungry.
something really good.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're not on it because, like you said, it's going to make us want to eat something.
No. Did he get mad when? Did he even notice?
See the flop. I'll just keep Jerry's hand in my mind.
50.
She was trying to get him to leave for a long time. He was like yelling at her to the point where I think she left crying.
All right, Buzz has got the top pair in the lead, so he's going to call that bet.
I kind of felt different.
Josh,
Like, I don't get it. How many people, why do people bring their girls
Steve folded one of his cards,
for like 8 hours at the bar?
Never said
but
that.
I know he called. I'm looking at it from the wrong way. Well,
Table just.
can't say who's going to win.
Yeah, like why?
I know who folded the winner.
Hella know when she's ready to go.
All the generals,
And the rivers and 8s, which means Bam and Steve are chopping with their king, or queen, excuse me, assuming neither of them fold.
Sure.
Straight, straight. And now Jerry's looking at the board. Yeah, Jerry's looking at the board now. It's like, damn.
Yeah, he'd rather eat his food.
Yeah,
What's that ultimate?
he's laughing about it, though. You got to have a sense of humor.
He's always like, is she up? Is she up?
Go to give her money, she'd be like, no, I don't want to go now. Thank you. Okay, Mom.
Jerry gives her, like, say he gives her 400 and she wins 1,500, she don't even give him the 400 back.
No, she does.
She's like, I lost $1,000.
She doesn't know. Strat on the button for 50?
Yes.
Do you have a share in the profit?
What's the most you've ever lost at a table?
He's like, I don't think she's up.
Is your wife listening? Maybe you don't want to answer that question.
No, I've never lost so bad where, you know, I had to hide it from her, but it's just how I lost it. I lost almost 500 the first time I played PLO.
Okay.
Because, I mean, this was before I even started dealing. This was so long ago. But I had 3 7s in my
Oh.
hand,
Okay.
and nobody raised, so I just called. And there was a 7 on the flop. And I'm coming out strong,
Yeah.
like I got quads. And I'm just firing. And at the end, I said, I got quads. And the dealer tried really hard not to laugh at me.
I'm laughing because even I know.
The whole table was laughing at the players. And she's like, no, sir, you have 3 of a kind. And I said, no, I got quads, look.
Yeah,
and I just
exactly.
made it worse. And I lost about 500 that hand
Oh, wow.
to a guy who had a straight. And my trips were no good. And I was like, I was just so
Oh,
embarrassed.
man. That's
Not because I lost, just how
no,
I
get
lost
it.
it.
No, I totally get it. Yeah. Wow.
Bet 100?
100 to play.
See, that's the story I want you to tell on a Saturday.
When they're playing Omaha.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would have been much better. All right. All right, Gerson's going to try to push Buzz off of his winning hand with his kings and sevens with an ace. And Buzz says, not this time, Sonny.
Straddle for 40.
He likes the blackjack.
Never seen anyone actually big like that on the slot.
No such thing.
Yeah, like I've never.
Oh, there are such
I
things.
saw someone hit like 27,000.
So this is such a busy time. You know, I've got sheets up here, flyers, just because there's so much going on right now. It's comedy season here in the Paddock restaurant at PBKC. You see Paddock Jerry right there in the yellow shirt. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. The Paddock has gone through some renovations recently. They put in these huge TVs that come down from the ceiling, projection TVs. There's TVs at every table. Throughout the Kennel Club is over 500 TVs. So this is a place to go to watch all your sports action, whether it's on a Saturday to watch college. We have the NFL ticket. Come here on a Sunday and watch all your NFL games. And I'm talking about all the games, even the bad teams like mine. Okay, but we actually have our first comedian coming to the Paddock September 23rd, Nick DiPaolo, who's a hilarious comedian, and we're going to start comedy nights the first and third Thursday of each month. So it's going to kick off with Nick DiPaolo September the 23rd. Get your tickets on the link on our website at pbkennelclub.com.
All right. All three of these gentlemen have a 9, so they're going to call that bad and see it down. Bam's leading with his king kicker, but that changes things a bit. 7 on the turn. Now they both got 2 pair with an ace, but Josh picks up a jack on the river. Jacks and 9s. It was a chop till that happened.
I got Jack.
Yeah, they've all got a 9. But on the river, River's the better 2 pair. Does Josh the move. So perhaps Miss Rose is still watching and seeing Josh taking down pots like this. You sure you don't want him for the game tomorrow, Miss Rose?
I think it's a great idea.
He looks. I'm looking at his stack. He's got some
Time
money
to
now.
send a text and an invite, Rose.
Give someone a handful of pieces and tell them.
Clubbers have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, they got, you know, it's true.
Wow. I mean, Gerson's
Wow.
VPIP is approaching 90.
He's shooting for records here.
Yeah.
Records in the 90s. But
Is there some kind of prize for highest VPIP of the year?
Yeah.
He might win.
He's going to sit on the all-time VPIP table that we're going to have someday here if we have our way. He's challenged it before, even ended a night in the 70s or 80s. But you know, we had a guy on a Wednesday show. We were just starting out named Wilfredo that came up from Miami, and he was over 90% at the end of the day.
Yeah. Big race for Josh Mover with pocket kings. Says we need to clear out some of this riffraff. Polly and Bam some suited cards. They'll play along. And Buzz is going to see his small pocket pair flop. Trays versus K's, the classic matchup. And Buzz hits a tray.
Wow.
Really? Wow. That is phenomenal. And Josh firing with his kings. I mean, these are the kind of hands that can really hurt you.
Raise.
Paulie 1200. He flopped it. He flopped a 9. And Buzz with a set. It's like, I guess I call.
Phil Pitt says cooler. Yep.
right about. I think Josh is getting a sense of what the heck did I walk into this time.
They have good ice cream.
Yeah, I made a mistake on that when he threw a single chip. I thought that was meant to call, but apparently Buzz is all in. Yeah, it's never a good sign when you ask to see all the chips and they just show you immediately.
Oh, of course.
That's a bad thing most of the time. Josh is going to make the discipline lay down. Let's the Kings go.
That was good. That was a good move. He'll be happy watching that later.
Too. Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see what the turn and river bring. It's a 10, and he boats, and Buzz boats up at the end with the 6. So Buzz, with his trays full, is gonna get that and a bit more.
Yeah, that was a nice fold. He'll be happy with that.
He's walking away. He's doing the walk away.
Yeah, he had the cigarette in his ear.
Questioning
He's ready
his
to go.
life and everything. But when he sees that, I think he'll feel a little better about it.
He had the old cool look with the cigarette in his ear. He's ready to go. He'll be back soon. Buzz Lightyear, wow.
Well, his chip stack is certainly going to infinity and beyond.
Sure, he's never been called that in the last 25 years.
Well, it's more contemporary than Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Well, that's the first name that came to mind, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if he's been to the moon or not.
All right, Vinny's going to lead the betting this round, and he's got yaks. Are they playing 7 deuce? Well, Jordan snap folding suggests no.
Not a good time to ask.
Well, they did ask about 20 minutes ago.
Well, yes, of course. Talked about that on the show yesterday, and I was like, I hope he doesn't ask about 7 deuce.
Well, I mean, my bankroll can't compete with these guys, obviously, but if it could, I would establish that like when we're all gathering and then about to start the game. Oh, by the way, fellas, are we playing 7 deuce?
Well, you always have that kind of mindset that you want to be.
Yeah, I'm not going to wait for an hour and a half into the game and then ask.
Of course.
And to the turn they go. Vinny out to a massive lead with his jacks and gut shot straight draw. Gerson needs a 3 or a 4 here on the river and does not get it. Vinny's going to try to coax a call out of him, and he does. Both gentlemen have 2 pair, but Vinny with the jacks gets the pop. Nice presumptuous of me to call them gentlemen, was it?
Well, of course. Nice one, Ben.
She would have folded. She folded the winner. You'll never believe what she folded. You're a lucky eyeball.
Seed 4 Buzz Lightyear.
Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
A little humor from the boys in the booth. Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry, not boys in the
Wes,
booth. Yeah,
the man in the booth.
The man in the booth.
Yeah, Wes picked up on that and ran with it. I'm just so glad he didn't put Buzz Aldrin. I swear to God. I would have had to leave, honestly.
All right, speaking of our aptly named Buzz Lightyear, he's in with an AK. But will it be a good day? I don't know. Ice Cube's not here for me to ask.
Yeah.
I think Zen did last Saturday.
Cool Movie is, but Ice Cube is not.
Yeah.
All right, some pretty good starting hands. We've got some suited connectors, Ace King, King Queen.
Oh, Vinnie has some visitors at the table.
And after all that, Cool Movie becomes the favorite with his open-ended straight draw. Against all that paint. And hits it. And in other news, he, even though he has the straight already, he has also picked up an open-ended straight flush draw.
Wow.
Paulie is going to try to push him off it.
Just want you to know I'm not happy about that.
And Cool Movie says, that's not going to work.
I call, man. Call?
All in and a call. Into the river they go. And Paulie does river a queen, but it's not enough against the straight.
Got big ace. What a stupid flop.
Yeah, when Paulie watches back on the show, I hope he understands one thing. This is all your fault, Matt Fagan.
Yeah.
This is all you.
You even brought my last name into it.
Yeah, I want him to know everything. Is it Matt or Matthew?
Gee, why don't you give me my dress, too, while you're at it?
Okay, let me find your pay stub. If you're watching for the first time, go ahead and follow us, like us, subscribe to us if you know what that means.
Darn kids and their technology.
If you have Amazon Prime, which I know at my house we do, because when I get home tonight, there'll be 3 Amazon boxes waiting for me on the front step.
We have Amazon Prime as well. I have
Yes,
no idea how it works. It's my wife does it all.
I don't know. You just trust the process.
Exactly.
But if you do, I believe you get some free subscriptions. If you do have Amazon Prime, go ahead and subscribe to us. Also follow us on YouTube. We're getting a lot of hits on YouTube now because it's just the easiest place to watch. So go to YouTube and search PBKC Poker. Watch us live or watch the replay on there anytime.
Well, I guess Jerry's done eating. He's back and he's ready to play.
Oh, he's here. If you look at Jerry,
Like I said, heck of a draw there, but
if you didn't tune in earlier, if you look at Jerry, no, he wasn't the one who was fighting Jake Paul the other night. He actually got in a car accident and had 2 black eyes, has a cut on his nose. He looked like he went 10 rounds, though. He does. He honestly does. But he's feeling good, a little bit sore, but truck isn't doing so well. But we're really glad to have Paddock Jerry on the table tonight.
This is why God gave us auto insurance.
Exactly. And made us pay so much here in Florida, too.
Wow.
Thank you.
Buzz with some suited cards. Steve's got some suited cards as well. But Cool Movie says, nope, we don't play for 20 in my dojo.
Is that a Karate Kid reference?
No.
Am I missing something there?
It's actually a dodgeball reference.
Oh, nice.
It's when you try to pull movements in and it says, oh, no, sir, this is my dojo.
I didn't know you were going back to that again.
It's so classic.
What's up, Hot Tub TV?
And to the flop. A lot of paint on that flop. Why can't I wrap flops like this when I'm trying to deal a high hand and down in the poker room? Como V flopping the top 2 pair, 400 to play. And they're like, yeah, the other players are like, that's enough of chasing draws. Maybe next time.
Miles D11 is now following us. Thanks a lot for that. We appreciate that. It's really quiet tonight. Have you noticed that on the table?
Yeah.
It's not.
But like I said, Paddock Jerry just finished eating.
He did.
So,
But there's not a heck of a lot of alcoholic beverages at the table tonight, and that's like a little bit different than usually what happens on a Friday night.
I would ask if they're encouraging debauchery, but typically it needs no encouragement.
No. Buzz looks like he loves the ladies again, huh?
And the ladies love him. I mean, Jerry's got one of his 2 outs. That might be a problem later. But with the way he's hitting, I wouldn't be surprised if he hit his 1-outer. Cuomo V apparently under the impression they're playing 7 deuce. Does pick up a pair though. Man, Buzz believes in them ladies, and he's gonna bet them. Rehunch. Yep, everybody folds and he shows it. 2 ladies at the same time. Lucky guy.
Tell him your wife that you said that.
She was one of the ladies.
Nadine, if you're listening, I don't condone Matthew's behavior.
Buzz is like, yeah, you're not. He's going to protect that big blind with his 5-3 off. All spades, no help to anybody. But Gerson does have an open-ended straight draw, which he hits. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. Gerson's got him some Broadway right now, and yeah, 225 on the ace. I think Buzz and his 5-3 have had enough.
We know you're a big Panthers fan. Some people would actually call you a super fan, if you get the drift. But you're a Dolphins fan. You're a hometown guy. You're a homer.
Loyal son of South Florida.
And we're actually giving away tickets.
Even for the Marlins.
Even for the Marlins. And that's I'm sorry about that. Except for a couple years in there when they bought their titles. But we're giving away Dolphins tickets to the home opener. And it's not against just some random team.
No, no.
It's against a Super Bowl contender and an amazing fan base, the Buffalo Bills. And we're giving those tickets away on September 7th, so next week. And the last day to enter is September the 6th. And you can do so by going to our Facebook or any of our social media. I have the link right on there. It's through WooBox. Just hit the link, enter your name, your email address, and I think your phone number, and you're entered. And it's a great giveaway. We're going to give you 2 tickets to that home opener against the Bills, and we're going to give you parking passes.
This just in. After a big raise, Jordan with pocket kings has shoved all in.
Ooh.
Kumo V says, okay. Looks like just for fun, we're going to see a
The
flop.
whole board is just for fun.
And no, it's she says run it all out. Oh, look at Cole V hit a flush, but he did not call.
Oh, spades. Fuck me.
4 spades. Well, actually, no, they didn't call. So shoving and getting him off the hand, definitely the smart move there.
There's nights I'm calling that
And
a
for
lot worse.
And,
20 to call.
Yeah.
looks like Paulie's back, and he's brought friends.
Has he?
20.
I wonder Linus couldn't find the great pumpkin. Arlen Paulie's stack.
Yeah.
Raise 400.
And pumpkins are worth 1,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I knew that. Wow.
Yeah, I get fucked on that flop. And you're there at that point. You hit the top pair and the spade. You ain't going anywhere. Lucked out on that.
Great pairs.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was stupid, but in hindsight, 2020, yeah,
Checker back.
get it all.
All right, Gerson leading with a pair of 7s. Oh, but Paulie hits a 2-outer for trips and says,
1,000.
"Meh, we'll bet a little bit on my trips, just 1,000." Gerson with 3rd pair. Flush draw's dead. Yeah, he's gonna let that one go.
Giddy up. Strap it on.
See, not even you could jinx that one, Matt Fagan.
Oh,
Here's small blind.
pop that.
I am no jinx.
I'm not-
I wish I
look, I'm
was. I
treating-
would have tried all of my jinxing power on Andre Vasilevsky.
Look, I'm
in
just
that
trying to
series.
treat you like they do downstairs. That's all. I just want to make you feel at home up here.
Yeah, because I don't get enough of it down there, right?
Exactly.
I only get it for, shifts, double shifts, but no,
Yeah, all day.
I'm a
yeah.
sadist. I can't get enough, right?
So,
I understand that.
20. 20.
Though I was trying like hell to jinx Vasilevsky in that series.
Oh, of course you were.
It didn't work. Well, it worked for one game.
Raise
That's
to
it.
350.
Yep.
We got 6 on him. And he's going to raise it to about 350.
No.
350.
Tree fitting?
Right about that time, I noticed it was that dang long ass monster.
350.
I love South Park.
Oh, I know. I knew where it was from.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took call. 350.
You still watch South Park?
50.
Well, not since I got rid of cable, no. But
Ooh, you cut the cord. Nice.
Yeah.
4 players.
I still get all my streaming options.
Oh, nice.
I only pay for one of them.
Oh, illegally. Nice.
No.
Nice to know more about you.
Nice group of us got together. I'm like, we got Hulu. I'm like, this person, you got Disney Plus, and you got Netflix.
Oh, so you got it
him.
all. I like it.
Right. So we just trade passwords.
Oh, I like it.
That's
We share.
500.
Can you use it all at the same time, or
Yeah.
you have to call and be like, "Hey, I got Disney Plus
No.
tonight." Yeah,
I legit thought it was like that.
yeah, that'd
when
be
I
the way
first
right
did that,
there.
But no.
Hey, Frozen 2's out. I'm on Disney Plus
Oh,
tonight.
God.
No.
Push that.
All right, it's Buzz against Cool Mo V.
Players all in.
Buzz is gonna shove with his 2 pair. Cool Mo V also has a 10, but Need an ace to go with it. That's probably why Buzz shoved. Didn't want to give him the chance.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, looking at our players' chip counts here. Yeah, Polybar Fens when he came back in.
Yeah.
Jerry's looking on a little short side on this list. He's gonna have to make a move pretty soon here.
Jerry's not here to win money. He's here just to hang out and eat great
I was
food.
gonna say, but he's eaten already.
He has.
His food's gone.
So now he means.
So
Now he
it's-
means business.
Now it's time to play. Buzz has a suited ace. Those are always fun for to see a flop with. Suited KJ for Jordan. It's also a pretty good starting hand.
Four players.
And Buzz got the better of that with his 9 with the better kicker. Rainbow flops. Has to be disappointing for the heart draws out there.
Raise 2,000.
And Polly bet with his top pair. Buzz with the better kicker raised him. Both players now have 2 pair, 9s and 5s. But again, Buzz with the ace. Big lead.
Bam. 600.
Polly needs a 9 or a 5 for a chop. He needs a 7 to win it. And the river card, no help. And Buzz shows him the better kicker with his 2 pair.
You said you had it. When did you see it? Listen,
Thank you. Got up for 50. Restraddle. 125.
Re-straddle for a 1 1/4. Can't see from this angle, but if I could venture a guess.
Who would you guess he'd won?
No.
Okay.
I said my money's on Paulie there for the re-straddle. Steve with a suited K9. Hey, dogs may not run anymore, but K9 is always playing. Kennel Club.
Oh, until the middle of October when the Mutt Derby comes back.
Oh, yeah.
4 players.
raise.
Took the option.
Yeah, the re-straddle took that for quite a bit. And Buzzlet says that ace-9 worked out great last time, but this time not so much, and he's going to fold it. Gerson calls that with an 8-7 off against Paulie's acey-deucey suited.
Yeah, something like that. Cards aside.
13.
Well, with Paulie's chip stack, you're not gonna. It's gonna be really tough to push him off hand that he doesn't want to play, or that he does want to play. And to the flop they go. No help for either player. Still no help for either player. And with a deuce, Paulie gets it. He was ahead with his high card anyway, but just for fun, hit the deuce.
Gerson's going to join us back again. Missing the mover right now. He'll be back soon.
It's the thing sometimes people ask me, they say, well, do you ever feel tempted to critique anybody's playing when you're announcing? And I said, why? The table will do a far better job of that.
Yeah, of course. Well, you were lucky enough to be dealing yesterday when, who was it, Linnell came over and said, you don't need commentators because GW was talking about every hand. Oh, man.
Yes, I was there.
This is the weird thing about this week. Yesterday, during a Thursday afternoon, everybody's talkative. It's just like a crazy table. You know, because you were sitting there. The conversations, everything. And tonight, on a Friday night, you'd think it's going to get bananas at the table. It's just the most quiet Friday night table.
I was legit expecting somebody to come over and say, guys, you really need to change the subject on the stream game here, all right? They're like, all right, cool move E with the top pair.
That's 300. Raise to 600. Check your back.
And to the turn they go. Kumo V now has a nigh uncatchable hand. Rivers 2 pair.
Bet 400.
Right. Uh-oh. They said Ryan's here.
You're at 10 or 20.
Did they say Rise here? Did they say that?
Yeah, they said, yeah, Ryan's here.
That's good. Make room for Big Rye. He is a live stream favorite, that's for sure.
So from now on, whenever I play poker, I said, I pray to the poker gods. May I run even a 10th as good as that guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for
And
sure.
It'll be a good night.
And he's going to, if he sits in seat 1, I hope he does, because last week it was just amazing to see Ryan laugh the whole night. Paulie's just in his ear saying things to him the whole night.
No clue what he was saying to him, but, you know.
I think Ryan had the most laughs I've seen on the show that night.
Yep. Yep, nobody wants to play with Mr. Buzz for 100 in his pocket tens. So he'll take down the blinds.
Paulie, 44% aggression frequency.
Yeah, with his chip stack and with how aggressive he is, the best thing he has in his favor is you will never put him on a hand.
No. Down to Paddock Cherry, who's only got 6%.
I mean, we can put him on a hand because we can see cards.
Oh, of course, I agree.
Obviously, you know.
That's the thing.
Everybody else.
It's a thing that it's sometimes difficult to remember is when I'm watching this show and I'm thinking that, oh, why can't everybody see the cards?
Right.
You know?
Don't pull a Ron White if you ever go play.
Yeah.
It says, I can't see everybody's cards. How do I know when to bet?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot easier on TV.
Yep. Okay, did you ever work like the late night shift as a dealer?
Yes.
Okay, because
I work the day shift, the night shift, and the graveyard all in the same day.
I keep hearing people talk about, you know, getting here at like 5 o'clock on a Friday night, having to be here till like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m.
Come in at 9 and stay till that late.
It's just, I don't know. How do you do it?
5-hour energy by the case.
Okay, so that's the way. Okay, I understand now.
Like when we first got No Limit here, everything was so crazy and there was so many tables and they just couldn't let dealers go. They're like, I know when your shift ends, but I mean, you know, we need you.
Of course, yeah.
So it calmed down after a few weeks, but when we first got it, though, those first 2-3 weeks.
I'm sure the tips were worthwhile at the point where you wanted to stay, but physically, how do you do that, though?
I mean, you get into your 18th hour of dealing, and the cards start to blend.
Yeah, exactly.
And the players that annoy you by calling out the hands, you want that now. They're like, guys, I can barely see. So if you say you got Broadway, I'll believe you.
Ask for a little help at the table. I like that.
know, you don't ask them. They just say, "Oh, I have this." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Nobody objects. All right, I want to push in the pot.
Four players. Checker box. That's 400.
Well, I shouldn't say when we first got no limit. What I meant by that was when they removed the buy-in caps, because it used to be
Yes.
capped at $100.
Yeah.
Now, we had no limit before that, but
Of course. Yeah.
they took away the $100 buy-ins, and woo,
Yeah.
I saw all sorts of new faces in here that I never seen before.
As our good friend Dave Mavity said, that's our guy. We love Dave Mavity on the show, and I wrote a story about him probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
When was he on the show?
No, I mean, we love him here at the poker.
Oh, okay.
He's never been on the show. He
I was
should
gonna
be.
say, I
He's
should have.
just-
Man, I'm gonna have to tell me
yeah,
what day. I'm gonna
you're
go home
have
and
to-
watch that
You're
show.
gonna have to go watch that because he is just he's
Oh, it
the,
would've
he's the
been lit.
best. And I wrote a story about him about a month ago. If you look back on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and at the time he started out here when the poker room first opened.
Yeah.
And he came back, and his exact words were, "I came back when they got real poker." I'm like, that's a Dave type thing,
Yeah.
and I know you would enjoy that so much.
Because I heard so many times, why don't they change it? The $100 buy.
Yeah,
I
like
said,
it was your choice.
I said,
yeah.
guys, that was nobody here's idea. That
No.
You're gonna have to talk to your representative in Tallahassee because it was their idea.
Yep.
Nobody at the Palm Beach Kennel Club thought that was a good idea.
Nope.
I mean, and that first, like I said, that first few weeks, just this thing, we had games. We had a 10-20 limit game for a while.
Wow.
I mean, because people wanted to come in and it's whatever the players want to play. You know, enough
Oh,
of them
yeah.
come in and. I mean, the games that I'd seen on TV,
Oh, of
never
course.
dealt before.
Wow.
But dealt them, and
That's 100.
man, that was a crazy time.
Oh, I can only imagine.
That 10-20 limit. I'm like, I mean, I think I seen it on TV once in Vegas.
Wow.
And now I'm here dealing it. They're like, it's just like straight two, except it's $10, $20.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure as hell doesn't play like straight two.
Players all in.
All right. Man goes in. It's up to Buzz with his pocket kings.
That action's over here.
I'm sure those hearts make him a little nervous, but with an overpair to the flop, it's going to be tough to get him to lay it down. Cool Movie does not have the best hand, but he's leading because of the really high number of outs. He's definitely have the best drawing hand.
Bad beat, man. What's it? The bad beat.
Part of that beat, right?
But we're gonna hit it right here. We don't want to hit it.
Oh yeah.
No, that would be arguably the worst thing ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the greatest for views, but not for us.
Oh, yeah. They'd be all like, did you see that hand? It was crazy.
Exactly.
That's 400.
All right, Buzz is pushing with the kings. Cool Movie. He needed runner for a straight. That's dead, but he's still got the highest flush draw. Gerson with two pair. He's going to play. To the river they go. A jack. No help to anybody. In fact, it's probably going to hurt Cool Movie, who just picked up the highest pair to the board. But he's being bet into by kings. All right, so the kings is gonna get both pots.
Man.
Chips. Skyler.
Wow.
It's just Buzz's night.
It really is. Him and Vinnie.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Jeez, look at that chip count.
Unless
He's up to Ryan
I was gonna
standards
say
now. Wow.
unless Ryan comes in and joins the game.
Yeah. I would say that Buzz is Ryan in a mask, but I don't think that's true.
Right. Gonna get all Scooby-Doo with it, huh? Let's see who you really are, Mr.
Yeah.
Why, it's Big Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Vinny with ladies this time.
Raise 75.
Yeah, the ladies are too good to play for 20. And Mr. Buzz says 6-5 offsuit, but when you're running as good as me,
Oh, yeah.
why not see a flop?
Perfect.
All right, Vinny, favorite to the flop, and we'll see what it brings. Well, Gerson's went and got himself trips
125.
with his 10. And way too many people in the hand, so he's going to throw out a bet and try to get some folds. Gets a couple. Vinny with his queens over everything on the board, but is drastically behind. He needs to hit a queen, and one of them was folded, so he has one card to hit.
485. Raise to 1,000.
He's going to try to push it. He picked up a flush draw with that turn card. And Vinny's going to let the ladies go.
No more action.
And to the river they go. And it is a spade, and Paulie picks up the flush. Okay, you were going to blame me for all those bad beats Paulie took. I said that now that he's running actually
no,
pretty
I mean,
hot right now. Do I get any credit, or
Now that's
or is that not how that works?
it's all on Stephanie and Skylar. They brought him back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to establish the rules. You know,
Oh no,
see how it works.
It's your fault when he runs bad, but it's everybody's fault when he runs good.
Right.
You know.
I got schooled by a player on that subject once
Okay.
because he kept blaming me every time he lost. And I said, "Oh, do I get credited whenever you win?" He's like, "Oh, you want praise? Don't I tip you? We tip you. That's your praise. Shut up."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Oh yeah, and you're really yeah, you can't argue with that.
All right.
Sorry? Is that your shadow? Yeah. Oh, it's this guy. She's kidding me. You're joking. He's not
I'll say Paddock Jerry with So we haven't seen much out of Paddock Jerry tonight, but with a
No.
Queen 10 suited, come on, you gotta see that flop at least. And all black cards, so yeah, I was expecting some red. Four-handed, you have to worry about flush draws possibly being out there, but nobody has a single red card.
Wow.
Forget hearts, just any red. And Jordan's going to take it down with his king.
It's not us ringing it either, folks.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's the guy doing the show.
All right, and looks like Paulie's going to first. And folds. As a gamer, I'm kind of disappointed. I'd like to see that Nintendo 64 play a hand. Odd as it sounds, I've actually done well with that hand.
Are you really?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, but
Four players.
all right. And Cool Mo V flops a set of threes. Massive favorite and gets bet into. Rainbow flop and you hit your set, and a raise. Buzz with the top pair made a 300, and just that's really your only decision. I'm like, do I end it now and bet big and take it down, dodge the suck out, or do I just play along and milk it?
He said I'm out.
475.
They weren't ready to die.
Jordan and Buzz both have a 10. Jordan with the better kicker, but little of that matters against Cool Mo V's set of threes.
Raise the 13.
Oddly enough, and Jordan's hand is already dead. Buzz needs a 5. A 5 is the only thing that will help him.
Ryan, you're on and off all day today. What happened?
Cool Mo V raises. Not sure about that one.
She's in the Everglades? She's in the Everglades?
Concrete products.
Kind of just smooth call on the last round. Not showing something as strong as a set, but more aggressive this time. And Buzz with a 10-6. He's like, he could have a higher 10. There's some straights out there.
Hey, look who
Any
we have
higher
in-
pocket pair.
Look who's arrived in seat numero uno.
Oh, he looks somewhat familiar. Who might that be?
Oh, the guy who takes home all the chips every week.
Oh,
4,200. We see one.
42 is the answer. In for 4,200. And to, ooh, I like that move. You see what Big Ryan did just there?
What did he do?
He kind of looked to the side a little bit, looked at Paulie's staff, and chuckled. And I'm like, wow.
Man.
A sign of things to come, perhaps? We'll see.
Come on, Paulie. Come on, you. Come on. Am I that
Raise
bad?
the 100.
That's because he thinks you're a nice guy.
No, he wants you off.
A lot of people, they opened up the seat there at the end of the game.
Closest thing you'll see to honesty at a poker table,
Yeah.
right there.
Exactly.
2, 5, 10.
Oh, Brian's game?
Get in left.
It's a guy like 4 people.
Yeah, the second hand I had deuce 4 and hit 2-4 on the flop. Yeah, the good hand too, king queen.
The best spot is to stay long.
You got right up.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
He's never going to let you sit again.
No, Brian's not there.
Jordan flopping the straight.
Wasn't there yet.
I know that graphic says Ryan has 0 chance, but you know what? I've seen him hit some.
Oh, yeah, no, there's never a time.
The right spot, right next to the wrong.
We keep telling Frog he was next. He keeps getting pushed back. 3 people.
There he is, he came in with
100% VPIP.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what happens when you
Fantastic.
sit down and immediately jump into a hand.
It usually happens, Brian. It usually happens. I know.
Hey, I was supposed to be next, but I guess you are.
Yeah. He's like, oh, fuck, right.
I hope it doesn't happen, but I think Froggy's going to sit here pretty soon.
You're going to double up.
I love the guy.
Again, man, I'm telling you, Bam. The ladies love Bam.
They do.
Been following him around all night.
Raise 100.
king rags are like, see you later, have a good day. And Ryan with a 5-3 offsuit. That just exudes confidence.
Three players.
Yeah, Vinnie was talking about Glass Joe. We haven't seen him on the show in a little while.
All right, and Bam showing no fear of the ace, throwing out 350. Far braver than I am. I know when I push pre-flop with queens and I see an ace, I'm scared. I'm still going to bet it.
Oh, of course.
But I'd be scared.
Noah said on the stream, the biggest win we've ever had in the C1.
Rito also killed it in C1 one time.
Straddled as
I think Noah's getting told on right now on the table.
Yep.
I'm curious, do they ever tell on me?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, okay.
No, when you're not on, like the table
That's what I
chat,
mean, yeah.
it's about you for 3 hours.
Oh, well, that might be a little dubious, but it's like 3 hours of smack talk.
Of course it
I
is.
wouldn't be, right, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no.
All right, decent starting hand for Josh. The mover there, ace queen suited. But then that happens. But he's still a massive favorite. Well, not anymore. Cool move. He just picked up a lucky 7.
Ooh.
Can't see him folding in this spot. He doesn't. A 10, no help to either player.
What do you say? He's got the best hand when he won?
I said I haven't had the best hand, but one time, every hand I lost, I had the best hand.
I didn't see him up.
We'll have to check the video on that
Yeah.
claim.
Check the replay on that.
I could have sworn he had the best hand once, but I could be mistaken.
I would have doubled Gerson up if he didn't do that. Gerson came a lot. Oh yeah, he was flash as a pan. Some days
The other day, dude.
when he's winning.
Yep, and that's the thing about running good like Buzz is. It's like you want to play every hand, but you gotta let that paint go sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, they were talking about Gerson, and Gerson was in seat 1. When he's playing well, he's the kind of guy you really want to have on the table because
he's action.
He's a lot of action. He's a lot of fun, but you know, sometimes it's just not in the cards for him.
And well, Paulie's got a mystery hand this round, and he raised with it. So let's see. Okay, well, Steve, he's still got the overpair to the board and a straight draw. Cool move. He's going to bet big with a middle pair. Paulie's playing, and Steve shoves with the 9s.
Just check one time.
And I can only guess at Paulie's hand. And Paulie's going to play his mystery hand. I'm going to guess a high ace, perhaps ace jack, ace queen, something to that effect.
Yeah, straight.
And he just said he had a straight with that deuce, so I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
See, I said it earlier. You cannot put Paulie on a hand.
No.
And a deuce on the turn gave him the straights with his 4-3 offsuits. it'll take more than that to get Steve to quit.
Of course.
Straddle on the button for 50.
And Paulie's going to act first, looking down at a 50 straddle and says, wait a minute, that's my move. But not this time.
Raise 200. Raise to 650.
Big Ryan says we're playing for big money, 650.
How much?
He makes it 650. And Bam says all in. Ace 7 against ace queen. They both rivered an ace, and Ryan actually turned to 7. But Bam already ahead with his queen. 2 pair for both players.
Straddle on the button for 50.
And to the 50 straddle, Bam's going to lead with a spare tire. And nope.
CR4 Grind is now following us. We appreciate that follow.
Nice. You'll know all the nicknames for the hands, and I don't think anybody knows them all, but
No.
I thought that one was clever when I first heard it. Jack 4 is a spare tire. Like, what's a Jack 4?
Oh,
A spare tire. It's got a cool name. I mean, I wouldn't play it, but
No.
no.
200.
Perhaps the viewers would. 200 to play now. Vinnie with a suited K9 made the raise. As much as announcers, we should stay neutral, but I do root for certain hands, not necessarily for players, but hands. And I like to see the K9 win here at the Kennel Club. It's a head. No, it is not a head. Josh has the queen kicker. But Vinnie does have a king, and he's going to bet it strong. Josh with the better kicker, obviously calling. Cool Movie and Ryan both have 7s. 8 is a turn, no help to any player. Well, except to Vinnie, whose hand slightly improved with his king-high flush draw. He still needs another club or 9 to pull this out. He'll chase that club or king for 500.
Buddy Boy says Paulie's like Babe Ruth playing against little leaguers. I like it.
I mean, with a chip stack like that,
Yeah.
I mean, you could just run absolutely hideous
Of course.
and turn it right around almost instantly, just by hitting a few hands. Because even for like a really skilled player, really good, really smart, when you're up against a chip stack 10, 15 times bigger than yours.
Oh yeah. When I saw his chip stack on the screen, I thought, man, Wes is going crazy. But
like
I'm
he had
no,
an extra
wait.
0. It's like, no, that's legit.
That, yeah,
yes.
it is.
Cool Movie making another move. Vinnie has the best hand.
Scotty's telling Vinnie to call.
I'm sure he appreciates the enthusiasm, sir, but you're about 15 minutes too late. Call or fold.
Yeah.
And it's easy to say call Vinnie.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you see the cards. And there's an unlikely straight out there. Vinnie loses to any higher king, any set. There's so much that beats K9 in this spot. It's not as simple as just call. Ooh, he would have seen it on the stream anyway, but it's always tough when your opponent shows you had the better hand.
Button straddle, guys, for 100. Or 50.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like Skylar peaked at 10 seconds into the future because he said straddle for 100.
Wow.
And then he said, oh, 50, and then Paulie immediately threw out 100.
Raise the 300.
Yep, with his pocket pair, 300 to play. Cool movie with a suited ace king says, why the heck not? A lot out there. Got pocket pairs. We got suited cards, suited connectors.
That's up for everybody.
Yeah, and the flop bringing something for everybody, but mostly for Big Ryan, who just flopped 2 pair. A cool movie. He does have the top pair and the top kicker, so he has to feel good about it. Probably not as good as a Big Ryan, though.
Raise the 15.
15 hunch.
So,
And all in and a call. Wow. Instant call. Turn is a 10. No help. Deuce. No help. And Ryan with his KJ will get this one.
Big Rye with the 7K pot right there.
And I'm so glad I didn't say it, but after he lost out of the buy, I said, well, maybe it's just not his night tonight. But I'm like, but it was only one hand. It's too early. No. And then I see this, and I'm like, ooh, very,
I'm telling you, when
very
Ryan's
glad
in
I didn't say that.
when seat 1, it's always his night. It really is.
Sometimes when you laugh a lot at the table, your opponent can take that as laughing at them.
Yeah.
Like I like that little move Ryan just did where he put his hand over his mouth.
Yeah. Well, the best part about Ryan is he's happy and jovial, whether he's winning or losing.
Right.
That's the best thing about him.
I mean, I'd like to take you at your word, but I mean,
Yeah, of course.
whenever I've been on the show, I mean, he's winning big.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah.
So.
Well, no, there hasn't been many Friday nights where he's not done well, right. Honestly. And whenever he sits in seat 1, he crushes it.
Paddock Jerry with a suited queen 8.
raise the 100.
Vinnie with a suited queen says a hundo, pocket 4s. Steve's going to see a 9-8 flop. Paulie's the favorite pre-flop, but let's see what the flop brings. It brings an ace. Como V with the top pair. And they're going to check it, going to slow play it. And that wasn't much help to any of the players. Jordan did pick up a straight draw with that, though.
Raise the 600.
comes, and it is a 4. Vinnie has sucked out on Kumo V, and not even with his high card. And although Vinnie can't keep that hand a secret, if Kumo V wanted to watch it later, he marked that immediately.
Oh, of course.
Push me upon with a deuce as the winning card. Absolutely not.
Throw Ryan's laughing again.
It's hard to see a time when he's not.
He just has the best time. He really does.
So the hands Kumo V is playing, he's going to fold Doyle.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he'd look down at Doyle and say, like, all right, I'll see a flop with Doyle.
Yeah.
Well, he would have got a straight draw out of it.
And look at that stack that Buzz has right there. Man, what a night he's had so far.
Fantastic.
He's not at the table right now.
No, that's very smart because Ryan sat down and started crushing everything.
Oh, yeah. No,
So
it's
a good time to take a walk, buddy.
It is, for sure.
Maybe get, I don't know if the paddock's still open, but.
Get you something to eat, get you a couple drinks.
Get some of that Snickalicious I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Because if I was a player at the table and I just saw that stretch of 4 or 5 hands, I would say, you know what? I'm scared.
Yep.
I'm not going to do it. I check.
All right. Well, Big Ryan flopped an open-ended straight, but Steve, with his suited spare tire, got himself 2 pair, and he'll take it.
Chris Ortiz is now following. Thanks a lot, Chris Ortiz. We appreciate the follow.
Nice.
Appreciate everybody that's followed us right here. PBKC Poker on twitch.tv. Rose is going to be on playing PLO with the crew tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch and on YouTube.
Raise to 75.
All right, am I getting sleepy, or is that the...
No, that was the screen.
That's that double shift. I get home from work. I play some PlayStation, and it starts to look like that. I say, yeah, it's time for bed.
Yeah, it's time to go. Yep, exactly.
Raise to 600. I'm in with you, bro. Come on. You gotta do the right thing.
We're playing good poker. I don't want.
No,
You missed some good poker. We've been playing great.
I only want it if I call.
And nope, he's going to call that big raise from Jordan. And he'll take that down.
What's the bluff? I need a lot of help.
It's already mixed up. You need a lot of help? What'd you have, 3, 4?
68.
86.
That's good.
I was born 86.
Jerry. He's in his prime at 86. Come on, Jerry.
Raise to 75.
Yeah, some suited connectors prompting a raise out of Big Ryan.
Raise to 275.
Yep. But Bam's like, I've had enough of your bullying, sir. Suited ace queen for Josh the mover, he'll see a flop.
Yeah, Scotty says, Josh, you got to rip that in. Oh, Buzz decided to get some, what are those, Cheetos or Fritos?
I do not know. As a dealer, you're rooting for Fritos.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They're Fritos.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, according to Scotty, you must rip it good.
Oh, yeah, I knew you were going there.
Dun, 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 dun.
There was 100%
I'm a child
chance
of
you
the
were doing
80s.
it.
I
Yeah,
had
exactly.
to do it.
I just knew it. What was that group called?
I have no idea.
God,
I mean, that
it's
song was on the
tip of my- yeah.
radio all the
Oh, I
time.
know.
I'm like, I don't know who sings it, but it's on a lot and it's good. And I like it.
The video was like disturbing.
Well,
Yep, those
in
were
the 80s,
Fritos.
in the 80s, most were.
See, I was a good guess. I thought it was Fritos. It was Fritos. Great all went in with the King Jack high.
Yeah, right with a pair of nines. See, he can say that. We can't say that.
Yeah. It's like Bam's out for the night.
Yep.
It's nice having him on the show.
Well, perhaps the ladies will follow him home. They were following him around the table all night.
They sure were chasing him.
Straddle for 50.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you in a better fight mood
That's the thing. When you run like as good as Big Ryan, you become a target. But
Of course.
there's good and bad in that. Because Ryan just kind of laughed at him just now. He's like, I'm coming after you. I'm going to win a big hand off of you. And he's like, and I'm like, he's only running
Yeah.
so well. I mean, to challenge that, you either got to have a lot of courage or a lot of chips. Probably
somebody
both.
Somebody at the table does.
Yeah.
And he can.
Raise the 350.
Checking my glasses.
Yeah, that was you. No, that was
I was
you.
like, what?
It's crystal clear to me. Sorry.
Ryan's going to let it go. I mean, it's one thing to win a lot of chips in a short amount of time. Find another trick to keep them. And that's how you keep them.
1,000.
Follow the top pair. Does Steve feel lucky to try to keep chasing his trips or that gut shot straight? He does. Win on a call, an 8 or a 9 for Steve is what he needs.
No, I got the
Where'd you get it?
I got it.
Nope. Deuce 5, the run out on that one.
Did it hurt?
For like, I'm not even serious. Like my arm was, where they shot it, it was like a good week and a half.
So you think I should just
I
eat
don't know
pain
what,
pills
like,
for a week
yeah.
and a half?
It's just like a,
There's some good advice. You always got to get good advice on the Friday night show.
I have one day,
That
of,
was, you know, that injection is like,
I have one day of feeling like I was tense.
I want the Johnson.
Yeah, first day you feel weird after that.
But it's just like where they shot it.
Yeah, but I only got one.
Yeah, mine was dead. Like 8.5.
Like I had like I got punched like it was like a knuckle, you know?
Yeah, like that on.
One shot and then there's beer.
10. Probably your 20.
Yours is one shot, Johnson's
20 pot.
That's one shot.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show yesterday. Noah, I don't know if Noah's a big fan of the World Series of Poker having a mandatory vaccine. I don't know if he's a fan of that. We talked about that in length on yesterday's show.
Raise 100.
Suited king, queen.
Three races,
Jerry's
315.
got a suited. Ryan with 10s. It's one thing to be aggressive and really push, but he keeps getting hands.
Oh, he does.
The rest of the table has to say, well, nah, he probably doesn't have it this time, but he's got it every
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
380. All in.
But Jerry's like a suited ace queen. This is my spot.
Yeah.
I need a 4-step.
All right, let's see if Ryan can dodge 3 aces, 3 kings, and 2 queens.
Check your back. Two active players. That's 400.
400. Well, Jerry's all in. You're obviously not going to get rid of him.
No more.
So Ryan's got to dodge an ace or a queen. Or a heart, but
Oh,
he does
wow.
not. Jerry
Man,
with the hearts.
that's paddock money right there.
Staying alive.
That's a big tomahawk steak tomorrow.
Yeah, like, I don't know, how big was that pot? I don't
Well,
know.
I
How much
mean-
do tomahawk steaks cost?
Okay,
I
well,
don't know.
for one, that's lunch for one.
Okay.
I would have switched hands with you on the flop.
'Cause I'm like, ribeye or prime rib, sure. I know how much those cost, but
Oh, look who just
Tomahawk.
appeared. Look who just appeared.
yeah.
We have a frog sighting.
I've been getting ace king, ace queen.
Yeah, I've seen all the raising you've been doing. It's crazy.
You know what? You're only playing 1,000. How are you gonna raise?
See, this is starting to feel like
Uh-oh.
a family table again.
$100 straddle. Now Jerry's feeling, forgive the expression, a little froggy
Oh, yeah.
with his ace jack, and he's going to try and make something happen. And big Ryan with an ace king. It's like, you got me last time, Jared, but can he get him about 8 more times in a row? Which is what he's going to need to do.
Jumbotron. You're my one claim to fame. And the kiss Jumbotron. Yeah.
All right. And Jerry's like, nah.
Are you kidding me?
Wisely
Come on,
folds.
Jerry. You even, man. Come on.
We got no more left now. Ryan has
Ryan always has everybody.
It sounds like smack talk, but it's true.
It's true. It's no lie. No lies have been told.
Yeah, Jerry dead to rights there. 2 outs
Yep.
for Jerry.
Raise to 25.
Is this Frog's first hand?
First hand frog.
Ben Reed
Second
frog.
hand.
Ben Reed frog.
If it was the first, I would think different.
Escape.
The frog with the suited queen 9 against 10s.
Wow.
Where are these hands coming from?
You got to get an ear.
Man, the frog just hopped right in here, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just don't get it in your nose.
All right, I'm going to make a bold prediction. We can't see Polly's hand, but I'm gonna say he'll call.
Not like
Really putting myself out on a limb there. Queen jack. Wow. What? The pocket pairs, and look at this. When I'm chasing high hands downstairs trying to deal them to the players, man, I'm not dealing this stuff. What's the secret?
What do you got, frog? You got a good
That's right, I go cold with high hands. I mean, they're not all bad beats, people.
Oh, yeah.
I might deal a bad beat over here and there, but long stretches of nothing in between.
Jerry's all in.
Couple of yaks out there. Vinny's the favorite with his kicker.
Here you go, Mary.
The frog is going all in with a pair of 9s, an overcard, and a runner flush draw. Just making Vinny think about his top pair. Paulie calls with his mystery hand. What's the frog up against? We'll find out. Oh, River's a queen. Queen 9. And Paulie had 2 pair.
Wow.
But the frog River to second pair.
Damn, Eddie.
He's hitting. He's hitting. He's hitting on the river.
No, they make. I love that place. I get the pastrami, the brisket.
Didn't Jerry just eat?
No, he's already talking about.
He's over
food
there
again.
talking pastrami and brisket. And
Oh, he just.
I'm getting kind of hungry, actually.
Oh, I'm
like,
telling
what time,
you.
I mean, where can I get pastrami at this time of night?
I think 2J's is closed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean. Doggone pandemic. Pretty sure before the pandemic I could find somewhere to get pastrami.
Oh yeah, this time of night, yeah.
At least until about 12. Now, not so sure.
A few. I had chips and ketchup.
All right, we got Big Ryan with a suited ace-10 because, of course, why not?
Oh yeah.
And with the high card and flush draw, he's the favorite here over the king-6 offsuit. I hope Ryan understands. I only say stuff like that because I'm jealous, because I can't run like this
Of
when I
course,
play.
yeah.
No way.
I think he understands.
0 chance.
Bad juju.
But maybe it's all about your mental attitude. Next time I play, I'm gonna sit down and I'm just gonna laugh and I'm gonna be like, just channel Ryan.
Next time you're gonna sit down as Big Rye.
No, I'm not. I said I'm just gonna try to channel that energy. You know, see what he's doing. Try to replicate it.
I mean, I have cash.
I mean, it probably won't work, but you know.
Oh no.
I'll give it a
for
try.
sure.
I'll give it a
No,
try.
There's no way it works.
Right.
No.
It's worth a shot.
It's 100% chance that's not gonna work,
I have
Matt.
money. Oh.
I want to win chips.
I don't know.
I could go back to my old strategy. Get sloshed on rum and just throw chips or whatever and see what sticks.
Oh, the Crown Royal bag's out.
Uh-oh.
I have
I'm
TC.
done, so.
That has to be the classiest way to carry around chips, honestly.
I'm interested if there's some Crown Royal in it. So
Yeah.
got a little bit in there. Vinny's gonna bet his 8-7. Betting nobody has a king, and he is correct. Oh yeah, back to the he's finishing off the Fritos. Okay. Like I said,
Yes.
as a dealer, you're definitely rooting for Fritos.
Oh, chip count. Really high and very low.
Usually the way, especially at a big stakes table.
Yeah, 2 overs in.
Yeah, for 20. 20 to call. You're in for 20, Derek.
These are his cards.
Yeah. Ray, 75.
Give me Jerry's cards.
Not that bad. He had 7. This is Steve. He's coming in for 2,000.
They were horrible.
3 players.
My biggest laydown was against you at Ace Jack. And I
Checker
gotta figure you had bigger than
Wow.
Ace Jack.
All those high cards, and look at that flop.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Oh, wow.
7.
Race of 400.
Froggy. Trying to push Big Ryan off of the hand. And, well, let me know how that works out for you. Deuces with Queen Jack. We'll take it unless Ryan folds.
Come the holidays, I usually put on 20 pounds. Thanksgiving and Christmas. How can you not? Time I went on a cruise and came back 20 pounds heavier, I was like,
Wow.
I can't hear the inside of Froggy's head right now, but if I had to take a guess, it would probably be something to the effect of, oh.
Yeah. Well, with that, it's been an interesting show tonight. There's been some ups and some downs.
Some
There's been
thrills, chills, and spills.
Oh, there's been everything. Something for everyone in tonight's live broadcast on twitch.tv/PBKC Poker and on YouTube if you just search PBKC. We're going to be back tomorrow for Rose's Table playing some Pot Limit Omaha. That's going to happen at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on Twitch and on YouTube. For myself, Mike Jameson, also for Matt Fagan, for Skylar, for Stephanie, and for Wes. I hope you've all had a great night, and join us again tomorrow at 1 o'clock right here on Twitch and YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and good night.